Singing.
Why is fucking Velt's picture at the bottom Rhea?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, that's weird.
there
There we go.
that was strange.
That was strange.
She's possessed your body. It's because fucking Velt's the one that's kidnapped her, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. Wouldn't that just be the way?
This is the way.
This is the way.
So, upon further reflection, I remember saying, like, early on that I didn't think the scale on the map made sense. It absolutely does when I realized that Manhattan Island is only 2 miles across. So,
Yeah, it's still pretty big.
like, the city might only be like a mile across, but you can't actually walk directly from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, that aside, I believe when we left off last time, you guys had finished your little shopping trip in Nibirius's like pocket dimension, and upon returning, you had split the party so that Ray and Vert could finish dealing with the refugees getting in through the city walls and kind of finally put that particular situation to bed once and for all. Ray, for I believe probably the sake of your own like morals, and Vert for the sake of never having to hear Ray talk about the refugees ever again.
You're absolutely right.
Meanwhile, Siani, Baw, and Lucina, you, realizing that you had told Rhea to go ahead and or maybe not told her, but there had been an agreement made that Rhea would go ahead and kind of like reconnoiter the area around the bathhouse that you had learned about, decided to go check on her and to make sure that she was okay. So, a short while later, you had made it into the city. You had headed in the direction of where you knew the bathhouse to be. And the situation had basically been one where I had given you like that kind of like, it's like probably like in the beginning of the episode we get that previously on where we see that scene again where like Rhea is like standing in an alley like trying to hide in the shadows while wearing like a robe that is like that red colored like cult robe that you stole from that secret temple underneath the glassworks.
Okay.
And she's like hiding in the shadows, like looking across the street and observing the bathhouse as like people, seemingly normal, like innocent civilians, just come and go and looking a little perplexed. And then the camera had like pulled back, and we see there's another gentleman who is like wearing a cloak that appears to be made out of multicolored dragon scales, who is like standing on the rooftops looking down at her, watching the bathhouse. And then we get the cut to like now, which is the three of you kind of like standing in the street near the bathhouse, and you see is this man who is clearly carrying like a woman under his arm, like leaps like literally like 3 stories into the air as though he is capable of flying, and gets up onto the rooftops and starts running away from you.
Yes.
And
Leaping 3 stories while carrying a woman.
Yep. A somewhat familiar looking woman.
How far away is he?
I don't know, probably like 60 feet, let's say. Seems like a good start for this.
Cool. Well, he's getting a firebolt up his ass then.
Alright.
And I have DM inspiration, which means I can roll at advantage, correct?
Absolutely.
Wait, no.
Herps.
Oh,
You need-
firebolt doesn't have an attack spell. Yes, it does. What the
It
fuck
should
is up
have.
with my card?
Can you roll it from your front your attack on the character, like front page of the character sheet?
That's what I just clicked.
Weird. Let
It's doing
me
it from the spell sheet too.
get in there and see what's up. These things, they happen sometimes.
Yeah, Roll20 kind of hates me lately.
Firebolt.
It's okay. Just blame it on Amaya for being cursed.
Yep.
Try it now. There we go. Now the question is, does that hit the target? Where's that guy's stats? I'm sure it does. Yeah, you do in fact hit him, so go ahead and roll that damage. You know what? I'll give you the 8 from earlier because I'm feeling
Thank you.
I'm feeling generous. So yeah, the bolt of fire like lances from like the reliquary of the finger of Saint Uplight, crossing the distance almost instantaneously, and this like blast of fire like splashes against the back of this dragon scaled cloak, and like kind of dissipates across like the surface as though he is more resistant to fire damage than you might normally have expected, but that's enough to cause him to like stop kind of like on the eaves of the roof, and he kind of like pirouettes on one foot and looks back to like scan the surrounding area to see who just attacked him, and like he locks gaze with you for a second, and now you can clearly see that the woman under his arm as he's kind of like turned to face you is definitely Rhea. You see kind of like the tight curly red hair and the copper skin, and she's like clearly unconscious, and he's just like got her bound under his arm, and he just kind of like squints at you and then turns and starts to like run again, like moving across the rooftops.
I'm gonna try and get up on the roofs and chase him.
Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to have an initiative type situation. Let me clear the initiative tracker. I believe everybody's icons are up at the top of the map that you all are looking at there. And I'm gonna grab this guy's token out as well.
Oh, I forgot to click my token.
Oh, he looks skeevy.
He does indeed.
I don't see his token.
Up
Top.
the top by ours.
Right above.
Oh, okay, I'm just not zoomed in enough.
All right.
That shit-eating grin he's got.
Hey, that's a creepy smile I have.
Yeah, that is.
I have a concern.
Yeah, if you put armor on and made that face, you would pretty much be that token, hun.
Thanks, I hate it. Okay, so yeah, he moves to start running away. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to conduct this as a chase. So like on your turn, like you can move, you can attack, you can do the things that you would normally be able to do like on your turn. And like the idea here is going to be to try and catch up to him and see if you can't like prevent him from getting away from you. There are like a couple of like rules caveats in chases, however, and I am looking for the exact page right now. 252. And this applies equally to both of you. And that is let's see here. Chase participants are allowed to freely take the dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus their Constitution modifier. Each additional dash action after this requires you to take a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or take 1 level of exhaustion. So mostly just to prevent the like I dash every turn.
Yeah.
And then there are also chase complication tables that get rolled on depending on whether you are on the street or on the rooftops at the end of your turn that affect the person who follows you immediately in the initiative order.
Okay.
So, Lucina, you see him turn and begin to like run away across the rooftops.
Ah, yes,
Given the
my old friend exit.
given the narrow nature of like Baldur's Gate's streets and like obviously the city blocks must be like much smaller given the size of the city than like a contemporary like Midwestern like city block, it is likely possible that you can keep like tabs on him from the street. You don't necessarily have to climb up on the rooftops to pursue him. But he is trying to get away, and like I said, he's about 60 feet away from you at the start of this, so.
Okay. I am going to follow as close as I can on the street, and
Okay.
as I start running, I am going to guiding bolt him to try and make him sparkly so that Bo can follow him easier.
Makes sense to me. Go ahead and roll that spell attack. That will hit. I'm going to track the amount of damage that you're doing to him as well. Holy shit!
Also, to be
Aw.
clear, I do not want to kill him. I want to disable him so that we
Okay.
can question him.
So yeah, you're running down the street kind of like paralleling his course across the rooftops, and like you look up and you like beseech your god, and the guiding bolt comes down and hits him like soundly, causes him to stagger just a little bit in his steps, but like picks up, continues going. Definitely has that kind of like slight sparkling like golden radiant aura to him now, which is making it very clear where he is. Can I get you to roll me a d20, please?
Sure. Also, the next attack roll made against him has advantage.
Sure. All right. Lucky for you, there is no complication that follows your turn. So, Bo Sing Ba, it is your turn.
Right. Is there a way I could get up onto the roofs and start chasing them on the roofs?
Yeah, okay. So you're about like I said, you're about 60 feet away. You can definitely like move forward. Like actually probably from where you are, there's probably a way that you could make like an athletics check or whatever to get like up onto the rooftops and then start moving from there. Like if you like use one of your dash actions, you could probably still manage to close like some amount of distance to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that then. Then make an acrobatics check to try and get on the roof.
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics, whichever you'd like.
Acrobatics, definitely. Oof.
Okay, yeah. You find a place where there's like a gutter or like a downspout or whatever. You kind of like throw your kind of like bulky like halfling frame at it, and start like scrambling your way up the side of the building. I think with an 11, I'll say that you're definitely like up on the roofs, but you aren't able to gain that much ground on him this turn.
Okay.
And then can I get you to roll me a d20, please?
Yep.
All right, looks like everything's fine. So, Siani, Lucina has taken off down the street. Bo Singba has like attempted to take to the roof and is struggling a little bit.
Okay.
Flashbacks to when we started this game with him.
Yeah. I
Yes.
think I'm more acrobatic than I actually am.
Desiring speed and having nothing else really suitable for a rooftop chase, she's going to wild shape into the panther.
Okay.
and use that to climb.
All right, cool. Yeah, and
Alright.
I do believe that the panther form is like good at climbing, so
Yes.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You're able to get up onto the roof with your first movement. Are you gonna like? Oh, actually, no. You are the kind of like you can't wild shape as a bonus action, right? Like it requires like your action.
Um,
I think.
I don't think so because I've used wild shape as a bonus before.
Oh, let me look. I could be wrong. I forget. Druid has too
I
many
forget
things.
too.
Doodad has too many things. Let me see here.
Are you a Circle of Spores druid?
She is the Harvest Druid.
Oh, okay, because I know Circle of Spores, it's an action to wild shape, but it's different for different classes.
Yeah, it is your action.
Okay, so the only thing I can do is
So
like,
yeah, you
double
basically
action
like
to catch up, maybe.
yeah, you basically like shift down into your cat form, and then like with your panther agility, you're able to like get up onto the roofs and like close like 30 feet of distance. So that's about like halfway to where like he is kind of at the start of the chase.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I can get you to roll me a d20 as well.
Yes.
All right, cool. So far, nothing unfortunate has happened. The cult leader, having decided that like having all of this attention and one member of his pursuers in particular trying to do a significant amount of damage to him, as he's running across the rooftops, he kind of like turns over his shoulder and like reaches into this kind of bag that's like dangling off of his hip on the other side from where he's got Rhea, and like he pulls out what appears to be like a small glass sphere filled with like some kind of like roiling red orange energy, and he turns and he looks down at you on the street, Lucina, and then he just flicks this little marble at you.
Is it an attack?
It is an attack roll.
Alright, I would like to reactionary hellish rebuke him then.
Okay.
You fucking what, mate?
Oof. Can he dexterity save? That's safe for half, right?
Yeah.
He cannot dexterity save. On the other hand, I do believe a 19 hits you.
Yes. Yeah, it does.
Awesome. Okay, so this kind of like reddish orange like marble comes flying through the air at you, and like you unleash like the hellish rebuke back at him as this kind of like small glass sphere like strikes you in like the chest, and then just like explodes outward into a cloud of pure dragon fire.
Oh,
Mom, no!
oh.
Is this resistible fire damage?
It is resistible fire damage, but it is still 20 fire damage.
Oof.
Hey, that's okay. I only take 10 of that. We're good. We're golden. Don't worry, guys.
We Gucci gang.
Yeah, and then he will move 30 feet as the other half of his action, and then I will roll him 1d20. And still no chase complications arise. I was hoping this would be way more zany.
Dice is
Lucina?
against you at night for those.
Would my reactionary technically be an attack against him?
No, because like Hellish Rebuke doesn't require an attack roll.
Okay, so if I attack him right now, I would have advantage since nobody else has attacked him since the last guiding bolt.
Yep.
Alright. Well, fuck this guy. We're gonna guiding bolt him again.
Yeah, get him, Mum.
Hey.
Fuck him up.
Oh.
Aw.
That will unfortunately not hit.
Womp womp.
Boo.
So yeah, that one like carves across like the surface of the rooftop next to him, and he just barely manages to get out of the way.
It's okay.
And then
It's okay, Mom. You would have hit him, but you know, you had to put the fire out first.
Yeah. I am gonna keep following as close as I
And then
can on the street.
you continue to follow. Okay, go ahead and give me that D20 roll again. Mr.
Marcus
Ball.
is so sad.
So how far away is he from me right now?
Okay, he has moved again since your last turn. So, let's see here. He started out 60. Like you would have been able to move 30, but you had you had difficulty climbing.
Yeah.
So, I'd say he's probably like 50 feet away from you.
Right. So could I use my key point to do Step of Wind to get the dash as a bonus action?
Yeah, it'll still count against like the number of like dashes you can take.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
but I can use it as a bonus instead of an action, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So I'm going to do that and just like fucking charge after him, and I think that means I get a speed of 70.
Woof.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
So I catch up with him.
All right.
Personnel, Dragon Cult.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to try and like fucking bonk him with my quarterstaff and like do some damage and try and like knock him over.
All right. Go ahead and yeah, that'll hit. All right.
I was kind of hoping you'd roll low, but Marcus would let you still hit it, and then you'd knock Ray out of his arms.
I mean, I was gonna say like Ray is already unconscious, but yeah, I guess if you want to. All right, so you got your swing. Your extra attack is normally your bonus action. So...
Yeah, so that's me. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so yeah, and then go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
All right.
Hey,
Oh,
there
fuck.
you go.
There we go. Siani, you are also on the rooftops, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me find the appropriate table.
I like the image of fucking Sienna getting up there and fucking pan for form and then both side blood just tearing ass past her like ah.
Okay, so let's see here. Rooftop chase complications. He rolled an 8. Okay, you startle a flock of birds nesting on the rooftop, and they flutter all around you. Make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the birds count as 10 feet of difficult terrain.
Is
So
that
yeah,
for me or Siani?
that's for Siani. So at the start of your turn, Floating Maw goes past you like sha-na-na-na-na-na, and then it's just like a fucking John Woo film. Is like just dozens of pigeons like fly up in front of you.
We hard boiled
Go-
now.
Go ahead and give me a reflex or a dexterity check, DC 10.
I don't. A DC 10?
Yeah, like the number you need to beat is 10. So
Okay.
Alright, so
just-
just roll the 77 throw.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, so what basically like the next like 10 feet that you run through filled with birds and just like the flapping of wings and like feathers, and it's just a confusing mess. So like basically it takes you 20 feet of your movement to get through the area of birds, and then you emerge out on the far side. With still like 10 feet of like your basic movement left. And then like if you wanted to, you could double move again another 30 feet, so you would basically be able to like
I have a 50 as a panther.
or yeah, okay, sorry. So yeah, you could continue like trying to catch up.
And how far would he be from me?
Okay, so let's see here. You moved 30 to get up onto the roof, and so that was 30 from him, so he moved again, so he was 60. So your normal basic movement is 50, but like the first 10 feet takes double, so that would be 20, which would leave you with 30. So like
Math is hard.
after one movement, you would be like 20 feet behind him.
Okay. I guess the only real thing I could do would be to double move.
Yeah, like if you double moved, you could like try to run around and get in front of him and like stop his
That's what I was-
progress, right?
Exactly what I was thinking, because the only other thing I could really do would be to use the fucking tail whip. That's only 10 feet, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna double move and try and block his path ahead of him.
Okay, so you double move, you try to get in front of him. Can you make me an athletics check, please?
Athletics.
I like to just imagine Siani's just flexing on Bo.
Yeah.
Okay, and then go ahead and roll me a d20 as well, please.
8.
So yeah,
Nice.
other than the storm of birds, we do not find ourselves in a situation where there's like yet more complication, but it is the cult leader's turn, and like you're running across the rooftops, like Baw, you've caught up behind him and you kind of like whacked him in the back with the quarterstaff. Siani, you've run around and you're trying to like get out in front of him and keep him from getting away, and he's kind of like doing that thing where he's glancing around and he's just like, what the fuck is going on? Just like muttering under his breath because he did not expect this kind of response to kidnapping what he believes is a cult member. And he... Alright, with his 22 on his athletics check, he basically does like a fucking stiff arm, like plant his foot, turn and roll past you in panther form, and then like literally jumps off the edge of the building, and his cloak like billows out behind him almost as though it were wings, and he flies over to a different building, moving 60 feet for his turn.
Fuck me.
Would I get an attack of opportunity against him since I was right
Sure.
behind him?
Yeah, you could both take attacks of opportunity because you were close enough.
Okay.
What is that? Is it just one of them away?
It's just a regular attack. Regular attack.
Can I just hit him with the Brewers Mug then?
I mean, if you want. You could hit him with whatever weapon you have on hand, really.
Fuck him. I'm guessing that hits.
That hits. A 26 hits.
Does a 26 hit, Marcus?
See, now you're getting it.
Yeah.
It's a joyful feeling. Yeah, he's looking pretty beat up. Were you also going to try to swing at him, Siani?
Yes. I was just wondering if it would be possible to wrap the tail around his ankle or something, or try to.
Never hurts to try.
Wonder if there's a...
I forgot Maya was here for a second. I thought that was me one.
Hold on. I'll fix it. There we go.
No.
No.
I hate how when you put that on, it just pops
Okay.
up in the Discord page, man.
So yeah,
It's
it's
suddenly big, man. Sorry.
the rule in this case, like tripping is technically a part of the shove action, which you can shove with anytime you would be allowed to make an attack, you can choose to shove instead, and shoving is a strength test contested between you and the person you are trying to push, and then if you succeed, you can choose to either push them 5 feet or knock them down.
Okay.
So, if you would like to do that, that is an option.
I guess I'll give that a try.
Sure.
What
So
would
go
I
ahead
roll for
and
that?
you make a just like click strength. It's a strength check.
So strength. I see saving throws. Where's strength otherwise?
Like under the stat strength, like you can just click the word, or above it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh,
It comes up. It comes up very rarely.
This is not going to be great. But hey. clicked it and nothing. Oh, never mind.
It's just taking its sweet time. Alright, let's see. Okay, yeah, you whip out with your whip-like tail, and there's that moment where it kind of like starts to wrap around his ankle, and you think, hey, maybe I've got it, but he slips away just so, and like I said, he leaps over to like the next rooftop by almost like flying by use of this kind of like dragon scale cloak that he's wearing. And then we got the D20 for his movement. Right. And Lucina's the next one, so you're down on the street. So you get the street table, which is different. I love random tables. I really do. Okay, so this is great. So as you round the corner trying to chase him, Lucina, because I'm sure you see him as he like takes wing and flies from one rooftop to another. You turn, and there in the street, a maze of barrels, crates, or similar obstacles stands in your way. You must make a dexterity, acrobatics, or intelligence check to navigate the maze. On a failed check, this maze counts as an additional 10 feet of difficult terrain.
Well, I am not good at any of those checks, so
So this is gonna be good.
I guess I'll try. Did you say I could do acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics or intelligence, actually.
Okay,
You could basically either try to like gymnastics your way through it, or like look at it like a puzzle.
I'm gonna try acrobatics because I have a 0 in intelligence and a 1 in acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
nice God.
Nice.
What does this look like, Lucina? Like you turn the corner and there's all these crates and barrels and stuff stacked up, right? Like somebody's clearly like either moving into or out of house, and there's just all this shit in the street. And you just like, do you just like barrel forward through it and just like bound over it, or like how does this play out that you're so able to navigate this hazardous terrain without trouble?
I would imagine she just kind of parkours over it without even thinking about it because she's more focused on saving Rhea from, creepy dude.
Right, now fair enough. So yeah, he moved 60 feet on his turn. You were 30 feet behind him, so that puts him like 90 feet out in front of you. You are losing ground on him down here on the street. Do you wish to double move, or are you going to do another single move and try another attack?
Single move, and I will try to firebolt him again because that has a range of 120 feet.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Sadly, he kind of like dips to one side and the firebolt streaks past him, and he's just like he's clearly sweating at this point. Like, this is way more trouble than he thought he was gonna have, but he is still like desperately trying to get away from you. Can I get you to roll me 1d20, please?
Yep.
All right. No complication for Bo-Sing Ba. Ba, your quarry like leapt to another rooftop by like seemingly cheating by flying.
So he's like 60 feet away from me. Can I like run up it to the edge of the building and try to throw a dart at him?
Sure.
Throw a dart.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
throwing dart.
He's got darts. What's the range on the dart?
20 to 60.
Okay. Yeah, so you could run up to the edge of the roof that you're currently on because he's 60 feet away from you, and you would be at like, it would be at disadvantage given the range, because that's like within your max range but not your effective range. But yeah, you could still try to throw the darts at him.
I just assumed you had a blowpipe.
Fuck.
No, they're like fucking heavy throwing
What
darts.
darts?
He's got a blowpipe, but it's not for the darts.
Hey, that's what happens in the tavern. Stays in the tavern. But
Yeah, unfortunately, 16 not quite the number to beat. So yeah,
could I use like the rest of my movement? I guess. Like... I don't know.
Sure.
How fucking big is this gap to jump?
Okay, so the gap here's what I'll say. You can either make an athletics check to try to jump the gap, and if you don't meet the number I have in my head, you're gonna fall back down to the street and you might take some falling damage. Or let's say that there's like very Assassin's Creed, there's like a fucking like laundry line or like a rope or whatever that's like spread between like the rooftop you're currently on and the rooftop that he leapt over to. And you can attempt an acrobatics check to try to like tightrope walk across, which is gonna like you'll get to the other side, but he'll still be like 30 feet out in front of you.
Right. I'm going to fucking go for athletics and try to jump. I've got a 0 in athletics. Oh!
Yeah, okay. So depending on how well you rolled, if you failed, I had different ideas in my head. So this is one of those where it's like you definitely like hop back a couple of steps and you run and you try to jump and you realize about halfway across the gap that there is no way you're making it to the other side. And just like tumbling, rolling through the air, you hit the side of the building on the far side and just kind of like slide down like a cartoon character. I'm gonna roll you some damage, boy.
Right, just quick, slow fall. I can reduce the amount of damage I take by 5 times my monk level.
Oh,
so I take no damage.
Oh,
Cass,
you do
I'm
take no damage.
Cass, I'm so sorry. I just got back to my computer, but yes.
Okay, and then roll me a d20 if you would.
Alright, sorry. D20, sorry.
No, that's fine. Alright, on a 10. Boasting Ball is just making Siani's life difficult, I see.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I just fell off a building. Give me a break. Fuck.
Fell off a building. Oh, that's wonderful.
Here, this is.
Right, so I'll reveal what happens after we set the stage, right? So like you caught up to this guy, he kind of like dodged and weaved around you, he like gave you the shit-eating smirk and then like leapt into the air and kind of like glided over to another building that you just saw like Boasting Ball like run to the edge of the building and also try to make the same jump, which he definitely probably never could have done in the first place, but damn it, he tried anyway. And now he's down at street level, and like you see the same like clothesline that's like strung between the two buildings that he did. You could also try to take the same jump if you would like.
Well, Panther on a clothesline seems like a terrible idea, so she would probably vault that.
All right, so you back up and you start running. You go to make a jump. Can I get you to make me a DC 10 dexterity save first?
Okay. Ugh.
Fuck.
Was that a fail, I hear?
Can I use
That
my
was a
strength
no fuck.
to re-roll that?
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and make the athletics check for me with disadvantage, and I will explain why in a moment.
Okay. Athletics check with advantage, you said?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
So, here's what happens. You back up to the edge of the roof, and you know, like scrabbling of like kitty paws, and you jump. And Boasting Ball, as you fell out of the air, you nearly landed on someone down on the street, right? Like you slow fall down the side of the building, but it was one of those where you couldn't really kind of redirect yourself.
Yeah.
And this guy's like looking at you, and he's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then he like looks up where you came from, and he sees this panther stalking at the edge of the roof, and he's just like, "Oh no, I'm not having this." And he reaches down and he picks up a brick and like waits, and as you jump, he hurls it at you, and it hits you in the side, which is what gives you the disadvantage and causes you to tumble out of the air, landing at street level.
Oh my god.
It's amazing, man.
take 3 points of
Asshole.
damage as you slam into the ground. And he's just like looking smug, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what you get for trying to fall on people."
All I'm picturing is just like her hind legs sticking out, head in the fucking wooden box. So ka-dong.
And then, can I get you to roll me a d20, please?
Okay.
He's looking fucking smug until he realises it's a panther he's just hit with a brick and he's now sitting face to face with it. Like,
Right? Oh my god. Okay, so he's gonna have a complication on his turn. Wonderful. Let's see here. What does the dragon cult leader have to deal with? So yeah, he continues running across the surface of the rooftops, carrying Rhea under his arm. And according to the table, you come to a rooftop that's 10 feet lower than the one that you're currently on. You can make a strength athletics check to jump down safely, but on a failed check, you take damage, fall, and might land prone. So let's see how he does on his strength check. All right, so yeah, he nimbly hops down onto the lower rooftop and continues running. Like he's gonna use another one of his dash actions to accelerate like another like 60 feet away from you guys, which puts him like quite a bit in the distance now. And like looking at the map here, like from the marker I've made for the bathhouse, like he is clearly like heading towards the docks. And trying to get away as fast as he possibly can, and has decided that it is not worth it for him to try to rain attacks down on you when your cleric has been so successful at doing a significant amount of damage to him. And then he does not produce a complication for Lucina. So yeah, at this point, Lucina, he's like... Ooh, let's see here. You were like quite a bit behind him. Yeah, he's probably like 120 feet away from you at this point.
Alright, I'm gonna just focus on closing the distance between us then.
All right, so you you double move. You cut that gap in half. Can I get you to? I need 2 things actually. One, can I get you to make me a perception test? I know you have you have observant, so if you roll below your threshold, I guess. Or what is your passive perception?
It's 20.
Okay, never mind then. You do not lose sight of him. I was gonna see if you lost sight of him because of distance, but with that kind of, there's no way. And then yeah, just give me the d20 if you would. All right. Other than the fact that you're now down at the street, Mr. Baugh, there are no additional complications to your life at the moment.
and is he about the same for me, like about 120 feet, or is he further?
I would say he's probably only about 90 feet from where you're at, but there is like the question of like how you would get back up onto the rooftops, right? That'll take some extra movement out of your sails to try to like get there.
I was going to say, like, can I just like pursue on foot now because of like?
Yeah, you could continue to run on foot down here on the street.
Right, I'll do that. And so, how much was it? Was it 3 per 1 modifier? 3 dashes per 1 modifier?
It is. You can do a number of dashes during a chase without taking exhaustion equal to 3 plus your Constitution modifier.
Right. So I'd have like got +1 to my modifier, so it'd be like 4 I could do. And I've got
Yeah, you have 4 total, and you've done 1 already.
Right. I'll just use another dash, and that's like 70-foot movement to get closer.
Okay. So yeah, you're basically like carving away at the distance. You can see him still like running, like leaping across the rooftops, trying to get away from you desperately. And then can I get you to roll me the d20 to see if you once again complicate poor Avisa's life?
Yeah, I didn't do it. I done good.
All right, Your life is not complicated this round, Siani. You are down on the street level again. Like I said, landed in some boxes or whatnot, so you didn't take that much damage when you hit the ground. But there's this very smug-looking townie who threw a brick at you.
Who she doesn't really have time for, otherwise she'd probably terrify the fuck out of him.
Fair.
But considering she has other goals in mind, she's literally going to extricate herself from the boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
And probably more sensible to chase at street level at this point and keep an eye on him. He's got to get down at some point, or she might find a way to get up back.
Yeah, we'll
These
get
are
closer and then
after.
try to go back up, yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, and then you've got like
So I
50
can go about
feet of
100
movement. Yeah, you
feet
can
if
go
I double
100
move.
feet. So yeah, you are able to basically keep parallel with him at street level, right? Like you always see him as he's
Mhm.
like leaping across these different like elevations and kind of like crossing the roof eaves, and like he's aware that you're down there, but like he seems to be pretty focused on where he's heading. And then go ahead and give me the D20 roll to see if you fuck it up for him.
Oh.
Unfortunately, no. So yeah, for him, he sees the panther. He sees, maybe he doesn't see the halfling. You're kind of small.
Yeah.
But like
I'm running between people's legs right now.
yeah, he continues like running, like jumping across the rooftops. Once again, there's another like he kind of does that sort of like a leap, and like his cloak kind of like unfurls behind him, and he like glides over to a different rooftop, and then you see him like drop down into an alleyway and just kind of like disappear from view. And then so that was another like 60 feet of movement, and he's kind of like gone down to the street, it would seem. I'm gonna go ahead and make a little roll for him. Not the best, and then D20. And no complications. So yeah, Lucina, you lose sight of him as he drops down from the street, but not because like of any stealthy reason. It's just because of like intervening terrain, right? You still have a pretty good idea of where he went. You just don't have like direct line of sight to him right now.
Alright, I will follow my instincts with my high passive perception then and try to track him down.
All right, and I assume you're going to like try to double move to like catch up.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me the chase complication die then.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Bo.
It's okay.
Master Baw down at street level. So yeah, you much like everyone else, you see him drop down from the top of the roof like into an alley. You likely correct your course to try to pursue him. And as you kind of like speed around the corner as a little rolling ball of justice, you see that there is a crowd that has gathered in the street. And you must make either an athletics or acrobatics check to try to make your way through the crowd, or on a failed check, come to a halt.
I'm going to go acrobatics and try to run over their heads. Come on, big potato mummies.
Hey!
Hey!
So yeah, you're able to like pass through the crowd easily, or like over their heads, like you jumping from like head to head.
Yeah,
Is that what we
yeah.
have here? Yeah, so we got a bunch of like fucking townies just being like, "Hey, what the hell?" As you kind of like bounce across like this crowd and start like dispersing them because they're just like, "What the fuck is wrong with this halfling?" And you come down on the other side. And I assume you're gonna like double move to try to catch up, right?
If I double moved, would I be able to like get sight on him?
You'll be very close, but I'll have to have you make a perception check.
Right, I'm gonna use a key point to get the bonus action for my dash. Then.
Okay.
I'll like just throw and roll the perception then.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh, it's not great.
Okay, so yeah, you you basically haul butt down the street. You turn at the edge of the building where you saw him drop off the roof into an alley. And it's kind of like a dark, like shadowy, like narrow alley between like these two sets of like very tall buildings. And like you don't immediately see him.
Alright.
Like he seems to have like disappeared into like the shadows, and at the moment he is not readily obvious to you. And
Can
now
I,
can I?
like, hold my action to, like, if he pops out to, like, fucking hit him or something?
Yeah, you can ready an action to see if he like
Pops out.
emerges on his turn.
Alright. D20.
Yep. Give me that chase complication die.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry,
goodness.
Danny. I did just run through. I did just run over.
Okay.
Although.
You know what? This is perfect. So you ran through that crowd. You pissed off like all of these people like by bouncing off of their heads. Siani, who's like been running kind of like out in front of you a little bit, but like you kind of like again, it's the boasting ball like speeds past, and you're like, what the hell? And then like you hear behind you one of the city guard, Siani. Being like, "Oi, stop right there!" And then there's like a pause, and it's just like, "What the fuck is that? A panther?" And then you hear like the sound of a weapon being drawn, and it's
Why
like,
do you do this to the town guards every time?
and it's like, and this guard is like drawing their weapon, and they're like, "All right, there, good girl now, don't be mauling anyone." But they're slowly like walking towards you with their sword in hand. What do you do?
I don't have time for this. Okay.
So Okay, yeah, like he's right there. He's getting close. He's got the sword in his hand. He's theoretically trying to like calm you down, but he's also armed and he's kind of in your way.
I guess can I try and like fake him out and dodge past and keep going?
Sure. Give me an acrobatics check. Let's see what happens.
Acrobatics. Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you're able to do the kind of like pump fake like to one side, and he kind of like steps over like he's trying to stop you, and he's got the sword out, and then you go back the other direction. And he's just like, "Oh, hey, no, we can't have wild animals in the city," and he like turns to like chase you as you're off and running, but like you move way faster than him. He can't keep up. And then I assume
Okay.
you similarly like pursue down that alley that you saw Mr. Baugh turn down.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, if you would.
Perception. Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, you round the corner and you come into the alley, and Bossing Baugh is standing there kind of like doing that thing where you've got like a weapon ready and you're kind of like looking around like just in case something weird happens. You don't immediately see the enemy, but you do hear like with your superior animal hearing,
Mhm.
you hear a voice like a little ways down the alley say, "Keep a lookout. Someone was pursuing me." And then you hear the sound of a door open and a door close.
Holy shit, you were in pursuit of Lubu.
So I guess do I still have a bonus action here, or
Yeah, I mean if you wanna.
I will follow the direction of the sound then.
Okay,
Try
so
and
you
point bow in the right direction.
yeah, you creep forward, and there's this kind of like it's like a fenced in like yard almost. Like it basically it appears to be like the side of like a 2-story warehouse, and like there's this kind of like fenced in like yard area that's got like a bunch of like trash that's just been thrown out in it, and you can see kind of like poking your head around the corner that there's 2 guards like standing in that area.
All right.
And then, like, at this point, he's made it to the destination that he was hoping to make it to. So, like, I will drop out of initiative. Lucina, it'll take you a little bit of time to, like, catch up to everybody else because you were much further back. But, like, I'm assuming you guys are gonna wait until Lucina
Yeah.
catches up before you do
Mhm.
anything silly.
Well, we know where he's been now, so yeah, we're probably better getting a hold of fucking Ray and Vert as well.
Yeah. So you kind of catch up. You see the warehouse again. Like I said, it's this kind of like 2-story building in this kind of like very narrow alley, and there's this little yard, and there's 2 guards just kind of like hanging around. But they're looking like they're on alert now because like their leader was like, "Hey, like keep an eye out." And then like camera cuts back over to Vert and Ray at like the refugee camp, and they have since, like, just for the sake of like brevity and time or whatever, they have already since like loaded all of their stuff onto their carts.
Oh, we're literally
like,
heading towards the gates, like.
yeah, and you're on your way with everything packed up. And, you know, like, Vasha's probably walking beside you, Ray, and she's just like, again, I cannot thank you enough for everything that you've done for us. I don't think we would have made it this far without you.
He gives a small smile, like, yeah, well, I think you've done all pretty well on your own, you know. It's been a long trip, but we're finally here.
Yes,
It
and
would have killed you to try.
she kind of like looks at you for a second, Vert, and like narrows her eyes a little bit, and then like just kind of looks back to Ray because like he's the one that's pleasant to have conversations with, and she just does that like little like light slap on the shoulder, and she's
But
like, "Oh,
you see, I've sort of gone past her towards one of the other caravans because the grandkid of the blacksmith is shouting for her. So I'm
Yeah,
afraid
we've
I'm
been-
not there right now.
yeah,
Yeah. We've been RPing in the thing.
right." And she's like, yeah, and she's just kind of like left behind, and the 2 of you are like walking
With
away.
Vert. Oh.
Yeah.
No, left behind with Vert, because that's better.
And she's just kind of like, well, I mean, you were helpful as well, Master Vert. What's that? Oh, I think I hear someone calling me. And she like turns. But you know, as she like turns to walk away, kind of like leaving you alone, I think you notice Vert on the top of one of the wagons that's like kind of like rocking and like rolling beside you. There's this like very like obvious like black cat, like all black, and like the eyes are also just like featureless pools of black.
Audible staring.
Yeah, and it's like it's staring at you, and
And
you're
I'm staring at it.
and you're staring at it, and then like it does that thing where it like gets up and it does like the long like cat stretch, and then it like leaps down from the wagon, and it kind of like walks in a little circle and like looks at you again, and like tilts its head to one side, and then it turns and it starts running towards the city.
Too bad Ray's not here because he would have loved to see the expression on Vert's face. That's bad. That's bad.
Oh no!
We have colored fire.
Oh, God.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna stop in the middle of the road. I don't care who's behind me. I don't care if there are wagons behind me. I stop. I have dropped down to the middle of the road, and I will say a prayer to Bashaba.
Seeing the commotion of like 3 or 4 wagons suddenly halting for no reason.
Right? Yeah, there's a bit of a halt in the progress, and somebody's just like, "Oi, what are you doing in the middle of the road?"
I don't give a fuck.
I'll look around and see that he's just in prayer, and clearly I know this is important to him. So I shout around, "Don't worry! Someone's just hit a child. They'll be fine. Just a
Oh my
graze.
God.
Everything's fine."
What? There's a child been hit. What's going on? And like, there's like a concern is like rippling through the rest
worry
of the
about it.
caravan.
Don't worry, it's fine. Everything's fine. Here, I'll play a little song. La 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 la.
And so yeah, you're continuing to pray, Vert. Meanwhile, like you hear this kind
Yeah.
of like quiet meow come from like off to one side, Ray, and you turn to look, you see again it's this black cat with like completely black eyes that's just like it blinks one eye and then the other, and it like looks at you and then it looks at Vert and then it turns and runs away.
Oh.
While he's still confused, Virt has finished his prayer and is already like up to him and just. Are you just going to stand there? Let's go.
Ah, I guess you're right. Yeah, that's not normal, right?
It is an omen. Lady Bashaba smiles upon us.
Maybe
This
Shaba
day.
just laughs at us.
Lady Bashaba laughs at all.
I mean, you know what?
Right, you're right.
That's fair. That's fucking
Makes
fair.
me wonder what Lady Bashaba's doing to Bo just now, seeing as we've left him alone.
Not good things. Fill up a boat. Fuck.
So yeah, you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, probably something exceedingly bad.
And so yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll to pursue the cat because every time you lose track of it, like it seems to just reappear and like meow at you and then take off running again. And eventually, like, you make your way through the city streets, and you come to this, like, corner that, like, the audience would see as a familiar-looking corner that leads into a familiar-looking alley. And, like, the cat, like, does this kind of, like, turn and, like, pace kind of situation at the mouth of the alley, and then meows one more time, and then walks into a deeper shadow than all of the others, and then you hear what sounds like the fluttering of wings, and you don't see the cat anymore.
Big yikes.
But what you do see, if you tilt your head and look down the alley, is probably Siani, Bosingbaugh, and Lucina crouched near, like, a warehouse.
Sanity might be out of sight because she's probably still hiding from the town guard.
That's fair. But Bo's not good at hiding.
Of course.
I mean, I've got proficiency in stealth because I'm a halfling. Fuck.
Yeah, but, like, when's the last time you've been good at being subtle?
When's the last time you've
That's very fair.
when is the last time he's ever been subtle ever? Except for
I'm
that
the
one time he
distracted guys.
pretended to be with Rhea, and it was like, okay, right, you ready? We'll go in slow. Yeah, okay, everybody. Yeah, too bad, I'm walking.
Psych!
Took too long.
Bitch, you thought.
Right, so is that the moves then?
Yeah,
So yeah,
we
like-
come around the corner and we see them, and I turn to Veer, and I'm just like, wow, that's not weird at all. Again, what a
What's weird?
coincidence.
I suppose. I was hoping for something exciting.
So I see that
This
they're
will
clearly
do.
trying to hide, and then so I'll just duck behind a corner and get a stone or something and just chuck it towards their direction, like, psst, psst, what's going on?
Oh.
You hear the light clicking of a stone.
I was just gonna walk right up to Bo and. What
Get the shot.
are you doing?
I will slap a hand across Bo's mouth to keep him from shouting because, you know, location. We're kind of being quiet here. And I will explain to Veer and Ray that Rhea was kidnapped while she was watching the bathhouse, and we followed the perpetrator here. They're inside, and we don't know what they're doing to Rhea, but we need to rescue her.
Ah, of course she was. Of course we do. Do you see what I mean now, Mr. Ray?
Mr. Anderson.
And Ray just gives a big sigh of, oh dear. Fucking Bishop. So, and I'll just be like, well, I suppose we're going in to try and help her.
Seems likely. I mean, actually, I don't know. Are you?
I mean, I know
I mean,
what Viert would say. That's for sure.
Of course we are. What other choice do we have? We are God's damn charity case now, aren't we?
You know, I can feel your eyes rolling behind me.
Yes, you can.
The sarcasm is practically palpable.
Yes, it is. Fine. Fine. What's the
That's-
plan?
So
That's
you
the
said that
spirit.
there was 2 guards, right?
Yeah, hang on. I'm prepping the map for you. Let's see. Ray and Lucina.
I believe that Cyania is just entirely out of this conversation because she's still a panther.
Can I talk to panthers?
I don't know.
I don't know. Can I?
I don't think
You
it's
can
come up.
communicate with animals, can't you?
I can. I can communicate with animals.
Well, all right then.
Oh, then.
I will keep this up. I'll burn that spell slot because it'll be good to be able to talk to Siani while she's a panther.
Sure. So you all can see yourselves down in the bottom left corner of the map, I hope.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, this is kind of like a fenced in like yard area, and there's like these 2 guards that are just kind of like patrolling around. There's like this pile of trash that this guy's kind of like picking at with his sword. And the other guy's just like, who do you think was chasing the boss? You know, and they're like just kind of like idly.
So
It's a guard chatter.
before we go in, I'm going to cast this.
What is that?
I get to pick 3 creatures in range, and you get temporary max hit points by 5 for 3 people in range. So
Cool.
uh,
Don't give it to me. I'm good. I'll be
those are,
far away
say,
anyway.
Bo, Siani, and Lucy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it's
Ooh.
5 temp hit points. Is that right?
Or well, what it does is it temporarily increases both their maximum and current hit points by 5.
Oh
So
yeah,
like
it's like
Lucina,
thrill. Yeah, sorry.
yeah. So like Lucina, you'd be at 25 out of 35.
Yeah, that would
So I
make
just get 5 temp hit points on top of my other one.
Yeah, I mean you can reckon it as 10 hit points if you want. Technically, for the duration of for the next 8 hours, your max hit points actually goes up to like 36.
Right, I'll just do that then. I'll keep my max hit point. I think that's all, so I'll keep track of it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So yeah, and they're just kind of like you're here at the edge of the warehouse. You can see into the yard. They're just kind of like looking around, like being guards. They're
me.
sort of attentive, but not super attentive.
So we're just going to knock these guys out and go in then, is that the plan?
I can't see my token nor the map at all. Is it supposed to be a black box?
All the way
Hang
down the
on.
bottom left, it's a big map.
Let me check and make sure I gave it.
No,
to
the
you.
entire thing is black.
She might not have any vision.
Wanda certainly doesn't, that's for sure. Hey!
Hello.
Oh my god.
Should be able to see. Weird.
I don't think you had a chance to see it, but
You-
you're in that case. Yeah, tumbling down,
Yeah,
tumbling
tumbling
down,
down,
tumbling down.
tumbling
Um,
down.
Marcus, is it maybe because you put a panther token on there and not her token?
That might
Should
be
be.
why.
That's why. Let me grab the right token.
Tech support! Oh my god, can you imagine a video short series of D&D tech support? Hello, yes, I tried to channel divinity and it didn't go off, and I would like to file a complaint. Well, have you done anything to anger your god recently? No, I mean, well,
Hey, there we
I-
go.
I mean, I am servant to a god of celibacy, and I banged this dude the other night. Well, could that be why?
How
No,
is your holy
because-
symbol looking? Is it pockmarked now? Have you got the
Mm.
herpes?
A little bit of the herb derp.
Have you tried denouncing your god and reaffirming him again?
That should fix everything.
Yes, I can see now.
Cool. So yeah, what's the plan? You see two guards.
Now, we obviously. Was it noticeable that they clearly weren't the cultists?
Like, how do you mean exactly?
Does the party realize that they weren't part of the cult group, or are they just?
Okay, well, I mean, they kidnapped Rhea from outside of the bathhouse that you are relatively certain is part of the cult, and then ran the other direction.
Okay. The only thing
So-
we're certain of is that they are people and they kidnap Rhea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But they don't seem to be behaving like you would expect members of the cult to behave, I guess, because you could make inferences based off of the fact that they ran away from the known cult base,
Mhm.
but like you don't know who they are exactly.
So,
So-
Marcus, it's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'll turn to the party and say, should we take the straight approach? Should we just knock on the door and see who answers?
I mean, you can if you want.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
This
But
would be
go
great.
Marcus, you're obviously familiar with Pathfinder, right? I just learned a mechanic this week from Pathfinder that I would like to employ.
Okay.
Can I create a distraction?
What would you like to do?
I'm a giant fucking antlered beast. Can I just walk out in front of them and draw their attention from the group so that they can like get advantage on sneaking or getting up behind them or something?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Like I can even shift if needed. In fact, I might do it anyway.
So is the plan you create a distraction and we knock them out, or are we just sneaking in?
Either.
Yeah, like I think
Hmm.
I think what I can do here is
And I would not just do it. I would tell them that this is my plan, that I can create a distraction. for them.
sure. Like I think what I would say in this case is yeah, you could transformed or not, you could like walk out there where they can see you, and then you could make, let's say, either like a deception or a persuasion or an intimidation check,
Okay.
and I would oppose it with their wisdom saves, and if
Oh,
they
boy.
fail, like I would give everybody else would basically get a surprise round because they would be too busy trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing.
What you think?
I mean, I'm down for that. It sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Siani?
Okay.
I ask you in Panther.
What the fuck?
You just make growl sounds.
Which she would respond, sounds fine to me.
And Vert
Okay.
audibly laughs in Panther.
Yeah.
Laughing
Then-
panther. Fuck's sake.
I only get shifting for a minute. Ah, it's fine. I'm gonna shift. Why not? That's fun. Maybe it'll give me advantage on intimidation.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on intimidation. We've
Sweet.
established that your shifted form is terrifying.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying. And bloop.
Nah.
Yeah. and like the scene from Aliens, I'm just gonna like walk out from the threshold and like look at them and just like continue walking to the edge of the building, I guess.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
Yikes.
Hey, there it
See,
is.
that one's better. Okay, so move yourself where you want to be.
I'll be like here to draw their attention away from this corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna be away from the keyboard just for a minute.
Mhm.
And then I need their stat blocks. Ugh. So yeah, this guy up here, like, turns and looks when he hears this guy down here pull his sword out and be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that?"
Just slow ambling, like accentuated, like arm movements and everything, like creaking neck kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. And he kind of like takes a step, like a very tentative step forward, and he's got the sword in his hand, but like he's visibly shaking as he looks at you. Like, and he's only stepping forward because there's like a fence, like a 5-foot high fence between you and him, but he can see you through the slats of the fence. He's just like, get the fuck out of here, monster! We don't want whatever it is that you're after.
So I guess that's the signal. So like, I'm just gonna jump over and whack this guy in the back of the head,
Yeah, absolutely.
like up to there, and then just fucking whack him with the broom bug.
Just try to give him the. I'll give you advantage to like bop him in the back of the head. All right. Roll that damage. Yeah, okay. You bop him like real hard, and he kind of like staggers forward. Still standing, but I think you can take another swing with your bonus action.
Yeah, I can use Broom Bug for that again, right?
Yeah.
Does that get advantage or just normal?
Just normal for the second swing. That'll still hit though. So yeah, are you trying to knock him out, or are you gonna kill this guy?
No, I'm trying to knock him out.
Okay, yeah. So you knock him out. He falls down. I'll put that sleepy looking face on him. He like you literally just like bam bam with the mug in the back of the head, and he just drops to the ground. Siani.
I guess she too is gonna hop the fence and pounce for the other guy.
Make a dash for the other man.
I'm still really appreciating the thought of him just swinging around a fucking cup to beat people up.
Yeah, I love it.
pretty
So
great.
much fun.
It's pretty great.
So 20 feet towards a creature, and then hits with a claw attack on the same turn. They can be knocked prone if they do not succeed a DC 12 strength saving throw. Okay, so I have to do claw.
You kind of like a run and jump at him, claws out, just like angry panther sounds.
Look at that.
12 is exactly his armor class, so you do hit him.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna sit on this guy and wait for someone else to knock him out.
Well, yeah, go ahead and you can still roll your damage.
Oh, right.
Because you did hit him. Alright, so -6. He's still conscious, but let's give it the old strength saving throw. Yeah, no, you knock him prone, like, and yeah, you're basically like sitting on top of him. Is this like, do you like literally do the thing where because you are more intelligent than like the average like a big cat, you put your like big like a meaty like a panther paw on his mouth? Just like no.
Pretty much.
The eyes widen in horror as a panther just covers his mouth and goes, shh.
Basically, yeah.
On the mouth, claws slightly digging into the face, but not enough to hurt. Just more or less shut the fuck up.
Right, so yeah.
Go to sleep.
Go sleep, go sleep.
One of them is unconscious. The other one is being held down by your friend in panther form. Ray and Lucina, what are you doing?
You do yours first, I'll be a second.
Oh, I'm gonna make a cup of tea real quick.
Well, I would like to get my child back, so
Where did you take my child?
This dingo ate my baby!
Is there just the open door straight ahead?
Yeah, so what you have here, this right here, I'm gonna check your vision quick, just to make sure I'm not, actually if it'll let me. But yeah, okay, so like right here is a door. This is a set of like double doors, like a loading dock door. This is a window.
Ah, okay. I am going to listen outside the double doors then, where I'm standing, and see if I can discern how many people are inside and what's going on.
Okay, give me. Oh, your passive perception's 20, right? Like you're
Yeah.
pretty high up there on the. Let's see if they are capable of defeating your perception, which I highly doubt. Yeah, okay. So you kind of like listen at the door. It's muffled and it's distant, so you can't discern exactly what's being said, but you hear what sounds like a voice like barking orders. And then you hear like a couple of people that like appear to be moving around like on the same like ground level as you, like on the other side of the door, like maybe like shoving boxes around, or like it's hard to say. Maybe they're building a barricade, maybe they're just like moving stuff, but like yeah, it sounds like the leader of the group is trying to like coordinate a response, but like it's still kind of in progress.
Can I discern an approximate number of people inside?
From where you're at, I think you can definitely tell there's at least 3 people. There's probably more, but you're not 100% certain.
I will mimic Virt's normal hand motions then to inform the rest of the party of approximately how many people I can discern inside.
Vert sitting there. I'm so proud.
I'm so proud. I will. You know what? I will literally nod in understanding.
I'm
That's
picking up
my
what you're
son.
putting down.
Okay.
My baby boy.
So I guess I'll come round and Siani is still holding this guy down.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for a knockout blow.
All right.
Don't know what with though. I guess I'd have to be barehanded.
No,
I
you
mean,
can say it's
can-
like a
you're gonna-
rapier.
You're gonna hit him with the
Pommel of
pommel
your
of your sword
rapier.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll. Like he barely has any hit points left. You just kind of like walk up and just like, and he's like wide-eyed. He's just like, and you just bonk like in the side of the head, right? Because he's got like 2 hit points or something. And so yeah, he is also unconscious.
And then I'll just say to Lucina, what are your tiefling ears here?
Oh my god.
I will repeat the hand motions.
Vert being doubly proud. She remembered him a second time.
I'm just gonna move up to here to be with the group. Actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna be here.
Fair enough.
10 feet closer is too close to the door.
So yeah,
This
you've
is how we're
got,
gonna go about this.
like I said, a big double door here. You've got the small like main door or like staff entrance here. And then this up here is like an actual like glass paned window that you can kind of see in. Like I didn't bother to set it to like night mode or whatever to make it like dark in there, but like you all have dark vision, so like it really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But it is dark and like poorly lit inside when you look in through the window. Like they don't have a bunch of like torches or whatever lit.
Can I go up here and see if it's open? Like, is there any way to open the window?
Yeah. The window is like if you just kind of like walk up to it and like jiggle it, the window is locked, but it does appear like you could probably like use your thieves' tools to like jimmy the locking mechanism.
I'll give that a go. Is deck sheet just for these two, right?
Yeah.
If Baw's doing that, I'm guessing Lucina wants to open the door.
Once everybody is prepared, yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to like slip like a bar or whatever like under like kind of like into the crease in the window and like flip the latch or whatever and then like slowly lift the window. Are you gonna try to like stealth your way inside, or is this like a leap through the open window and just scream surprise?
Well,
like what's the vibe?
I fucking did toy with the thought I'd just like fucking Ralph Wiggum it through the window and like just get fucked.
I'm a brick.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. But I'll go ahead and give it a shot with the stealth and try to like sneak in here.
All right. Let me see if they can see you. They do not. So yeah, basically, I will move you. You kind of come through the window, like you're in here, like you're kind of behind like a pile of like assorted crates. Like you're kind of crouched down. You've got like a nice little like hidden spot to look around. I think I will go ahead and I will show you.
While you're doing that,
There's a-
I'll go up to Lucina and just say, I've never seen him this focused before. Maybe there's some alcohol in there.
I can smell something, let me tell you. I don't want that it's turned dirty and maybe smash the bottles, fuck.
Again.
I know, right?
Actually-
Learned my lesson from that first time where all the bottles get smashed, fuck.
So like, let's see here. I'm gonna draw on the map that only only you can see this, I think, because you're the only one inside. But like right about here-ish.
Yeah.
But on the upper level, there's like a balcony that kind of like circles around the inside of the warehouse. Like, so basically like 10 feet up, but in that kind of area you can hear like he's like, I don't know who it was, but it was a halfling, and I think there was a tiefling, and I think I saw a panther.
Stifle a laugh as well. Fuck.
So, can I?
I just like the idea of Bo chuckling to himself, like, if this was anyone else, I'd think they're fucking high as shit.
I know, right?
And then like right about here, I think you see there's like you can see them because of like the angle that you're able to look up to the upper balcony. You can see there's a really big dude with like a chain that's like wrapped around one of his arms that seems to end in like a very like heavy like spiked weight, who's just like laughing, and he's just like, yeah, tell me another one, boss.
Oh,
Can
sorry,
I
go ahead,
follow
Sandy.
Bo?
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try and roll stealth for that.
Panther stealth.
Yes.
So, 38.
Oh
Damn!
my
I
God.
was close!
Holy shit, yeah. So
I'm
you are absolutely able to move inside the building.
You're rolling so much stealth, I think Bo would fucking shit himself.
Yeah. I have to remember
you-
that I've got a fucking panther on my team that's just
You sneak up behind Bo, and your mouth is already around his head by the time he notices.
Unhinges her jaw.
Nom nom nom.
Probably just sort of like headbutt him. Like, you know, the cat nudge.
Yeah, so we've got the melee team in through the windows and the ranged team out in the big old door. It's perfect.
Perfect.
So yeah, they
Sort of a
they've slipped
melee
inside.
ranged hybrid.
Yeah. So like, can I see them through the window? Like, I'm gonna wait for them to go in first, and then we'll
Yeah, you can definitely still. I think you should still be able to see what they're doing out in the yard, right? So I guess like you can either try to open the big doors or you can open like the single like small like staff door, basically.
I vote we have Veer just barrel through a doorway and scare the shit out of everybody.
I
Deal.
concur.
I just got fucking every fucking time. I'm sorry for the digression. Anyway, you barrel through the door. Okay, give me
Yep.
an athletics check for me, real quick.
Oh no.
I
Oh
believe in
no. Nope.
Oh.
And you know what? That actually might work out really well because then all they hear is "Dung!"
Yeah, so like you run up and you like kick the double doors and like it kind of like bows inward a little bit and like there's a pounding that resounds through like
Yes.
the inside of the warehouse, but they've definitely put like the wood bar over the doors to keep them
Yes.
from opening.
Draw all the attention to me and not to the panther. I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah,
Oh,
a,
shit.
a second mighty kick and it's just like boom, and like those of you inside, like you can hear he's like, they're here, you see, I fucking told you. And he's like, all right boss, all right, I got it. And like you hear two things. You like the sound of like a very large man like dropping down, like he drops down and lands on like one of the crates and then hops down again, so you can see this guy is down here now. And then you hear the splintering of wood as like the fucking like the beam that's like barring the door like breaks and then the doors fly open.
They were expecting a panther. They're getting literally their nightmares.
Yeah, they're getting a nightmare lesson in shit.
Here's
I will-
Woody.
I will let out like a roar to kind of sell the whole deal.
You'll need to roll intimidation though. Dun-dun.
Oh, do I?
I think so.
Yeah, nothing like having your sleep paralysis demon break your door down.
Well, when you're
Oh
right, you're
god. No!
Oh god damn.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, so here's what happens. Unfortunately,
Oh
there's
god.
gonna be a whole bunch of like bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, you basically break your way in, and like this guy over here who like dropped down from above, it's like, don't just stand there, fucking shoot him. And so like the guys that are like positioned behind these crates, pull up their crossbows. The first one rolls a crit.
Oh,
So
no.
take 10 points of damage, please.
Hold on. Level plus con modifier. Okay, so that just barely breaks through my temp HP. I've
This
taken 1 point of damage.
Up here, a 7 I'm sure does not hit you.
No.
And then there are 2 more guys up on the upper balcony who also shoot at you.
Oh god.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Take another 5 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one misses. So yeah, like 4 crossbow bolts from like all different directions, because it's like from up here and then like up here and then this guy and this guy all just like pepper you with bolts.
Yes, but they did a combined total of like 4 damage, so I'm just gonna stand there looking like nothing's wrong and just kind of sweep the head around to whoever's closest.
Right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll initiative. I'm gonna give Siani and Bo, I will give you both advantage on your initiative roll though. So I'll have you roll initiative twice and we'll take the better result.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Yep, I'm taking that fucking 24 one.
Oh no.
He has an idea. That's a problem.
What's the idea?
Well, Bo gets the first, and then it's Hillary, then me. So.
All right.
I was thinking about using prestidigitation to try and make Beard's presence more pronounced.
Eh?
Seeing as he didn't take hardly any damage from their bolts.
Yeah, I'm sure you can manage some kind of bullshit. Okay, so I gotta roll in for all my boys here.
I'll wait till it's my turn though. So
Did that? Okay, there it is. I was like, the die didn't roll. Huh. His rolls aren't hidden. Funny. Let's see here. Descending. So yeah, Ba, you are up first at the top of initiative.
Do I have a surprise? Oh no, I have a can I get
Yeah.
up the top there?
Everybody else is surprised. Yeah.
Right.
Let's see here. You can. What's your move speed?
35.
35. Yeah, you could definitely get to the top of the stairs in
Yeah.
a single move. So I will move you over there if that is where you would like to go.
Yeah, I would like to go there. Yeah.
Okay. Ta-da!
Yay! Oh, cool! I'm right beside this fucking dick nut.
Right? You come running up the stairs, and there's the guy who was like throwing fire bombs and like being a dickhead, like just standing right there, and he's just like, "Oh fuck, it's that halfling!"
Surprise, bitch! And I'm just going to fucking whack him with the bros smoke. Got the brawler smoke.
I think I have the wrong initiative.
Oh, they took your second one, so you're gonna have to like if you roll twice, it takes you like.
Yeah,
one
you can go in and edit it.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it does.
Apparently editing it made the browser crash.
Oh.
No.
Ooh. -7. All right. Yeah, you get a good whack on him. You gonna take that bonus action swing.
Yeah, I'm gonna use key and get to.
Okay.
So again.
There
Is
we
that
go.
miss?
11 does not hit, unfortunately. That'll hit though.
That'll hit, yeah.
-8. All right, yeah, you get a couple of good like whacks on him, and he's just like, "Oh God, fuck! They followed me in here, you useless cunts!" There.
Who's the biggest, baddest looking dude in here?
Probably chain arm dude.
This guy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and blow the head off of his dude. Of the dude standing next to him to maybe demoralize him a little bit.
You can certainly try.
And we are going to. Yeah, why not? We're going to action bonus. Oh no, we'll just hit him once with the hunter's mark first of all.
Right.
And then shoot him. Nope.
Well, I mean, the gun makes a prodigious sound, right? That causes
Mhm.
everyone to duck a little bit because, like, guns are still fairly uncommon, but unfortunately the shot goes wide, and like the big man kind of like looks over his shoulder at the hole that's like bored in the wall by that large piece of lead you just flung down range,
Mhm.
and then turns and looks back at you and just grins with this big like snaggle-toothed smile, and he's like, "Oh, this is gonna be great." Lucina.
All right. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I am going to move up next to Virt, and I am going to. Let's see, what do I want to do to him? How badly do I want to fuck him up?
Pervier. Oh, you mean the other guy?
I don't know. After the VTuber thing, she might want to fuck Verd up.
Oh,
Hey.
Listen, I wouldn't call Hillary
Listen,
like that. It was a
listen.
really important problem, okay?
Listen,
Hmm.
you don't understand, okay?
Just
Side squint, like, listen, you don't understand.
Alright. This guy down here in the corner, I'm going to firebolt.
Okay.
Oh.
Her armor class is very low, but not quite that low. So the fire streaks towards him, and he ducks just a little bit. And he's just like, "Fuck!"
Angry mom stare activate.
Right, and he's just like kind of like shrinking back behind the boxes with his crossbow, just like, "Oh God, I didn't think I was gonna have to fight for my life today." And he's just like, "I wasn't even supposed to be here todaying it." This gentleman right here is gonna take another crossbow shot at Vert because you're the most terrifying thing in the room.
And I just threw literally a shot put at him.
Does a 15 hit you?
It does.
Take 4 points of piercing damage, please.
No.
As
I
another
refuse.
crossbow bolt streaks out towards you with a twang of the string.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, God fucking, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Oh, whenever Ray does his thing, I've got to come back for that.
Ray,
okay.
tis your turn.
I'm gonna move to where just behind Lucy. Well, slightly to the left of Lucina. I can't do it right now. I'm gonna first of all use prestidigitation. Will you allow me to make a sort of smog of smoke from behind him?
You want to make a smoke machine?
Kinda, yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Do I need to roll for it?
I mean, like, what is it that you hope to gain?
My goal here is to do that and use my bonus action to scream at them about, how dare you stop and try to harm the greatest demon of the 9 hells.
Okay, give me a deception check with advantage.
1 second. Sorry, I'm checking on food types. I'm back and forth.
That's fine.
That's what you think.
Yeah, I mean that
It's like-
really like
The slayer of angels and demonkin alike, the human hunter. I don't know, just coming up with
Fucking
shit.
love
What am I
it.
rolling?
Yeah.
a deception check with advantage, please. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you they have advantage on these saves, but I don't think they're gonna make it. Yeah, so like you can see this kind of like visible wave of like demoralizing like confusion and fear kind of goes through like all of the lower ranked like cult members who aren't like completely like dyed in the wool like certain of what they're doing. Like the big guy at the top of the stairs that Baugh is currently fighting and who is the only one that can see them, like, you know, he's definitely like still doing fine, but the others like look like they're pretty shook.
No, just we're gonna continue on with where have you put his hunt?
Oh my God. So yeah, this gentleman down here in the corner like is like hands shaking, rolling with disadvantage, attempts to fire on Vert. The shot goes incredibly wide. It's questionable what he was aiming at this point.
Also, I don't know if this
I'd like
is
to
something
Siani's
you've
on there.
been. I don't know if this is something you've been doing, Marcus, but no one can make attack rolls at advantage
Oh, no,
against me.
that's fine.
Ah, yeah. I mean, they have
okay.
not been.
Oh, and I have like super. Everyone has to focus on me in a room as well if we're chatting.
Yeah, no, I got you. Let's see here. So he misses.
Shit, my
The
alarm
cult,
for my cooking's going off. I'm already here.
the
I feel
cult
sorry for
leader.
anyone who's listening to this stream right now. All they're hearing is beep 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 beep.
I actually don't hear it.
Neither
Me
did
neither.
I.
No, but stream will.
Oh, whoop.
Sorry,
Yeah, the cult
Dorothy.
leader is gonna. He's gonna attack you there, Mr. Baugh.
Okay.
Let's see here. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, it just hits.
Okay. Take 6 points of piercing damage and 7 points of fire damage.
Oof.
So we made it twice.
Big yikes.
So glad I went after this guy first.
And then 16 just hits, so 13 misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so basically what he does is he like pulls out his short sword, he like turns to look at you, you know, and he's just like, I'm gonna fucking deal with this myself then. And like he like draws his short sword, and as he does, he kind of like waves his hand across the blade, and the blade like suddenly catches on fire, like fire just running up the length of the blade as his hand passes over it, and then he swings at you and he hits you with the sword, and then like the residual fire kind of like explodes onto you, doing a little bit of extra damage. And then he tries to swing again and like misses, and then the fire kind of like dissipates. I seem to have gotten a couple of you in the order twice, but I'm cleaning it up as I go along. Let's see here, and then this guy that you can see, Bo, and no one else can see, he's going to try to shoot at you to back up his leader, but he's got disadvantage because he's afraid. And a 6 definitely doesn't hit you.
Nope. Is he shooting with a crossbow? Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, he shot at you with a crossbow. If you wanted to like catch it, you could.
Nah, that's fine.
All right,
I'll have to use key for that, and I don't want to.
fair. All right, Siani.
Okay. So I don't have full visualization of everyone in here. But so I'm gonna go. There were still 2 people with crossbows up on the balcony, right?
There
Yeah.
are.
So I'm gonna.
Would you like to
Actually-
go up?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you move up, I'll put you next to Bo. You'll still have 10 feet of movement from where I put you. Just keep that
Okay.
in mind.
Hi.
And I guess I'll help with a fire sword guy
El Cult Leadero here.
because after chasing him from hell to high fucking waters,
Right? Like, fuck him up.
yeah. Okay, where's
Get
the
him.
thing? That. I am gonna.
Unfortunately, not enough.
Damn.
All right. And then we've got our big boy cult thug. He is going to move around the boxes, and he is going to come be your friend, Vert, because you are still the most threatening person in the room.
Your funeral.
Actually, so what he does as he steps forward is he begins like unspooling the chain off of his arm, and like I said, it's got this kind of like wickedly looking, like hooked, like barbed, like weighted end,
Mhm.
and he gets like within. He basically, as he walks up to you, he starts kind of like swinging it around, and like sweeps it out in a wide arc. And every creature within 10 feet of him has to make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw. So,
Everybody.
Ugh.
Okay, so all three of us.
yeah.
Bel's just like, bitch, please.
Vert's good. Ray is good. Mom is good. All right. So, because yeah, this is what he is. He is doing his chain sweep, which says each creature within 10 feet must make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw. On a failed saving throw, the creature takes 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and is not knocked prone. So you will each take 4 points of damage, but you are not knocked down as he sweeps the chain across you, and he just like continues to belly laugh, and he's just like, "Good, you're not weak."
This guy's crazy. I like him.
All right, Mr. Baugh, we are back to you at the top of the initiative order.
Right, I'm just going to make an attack with a quarterstaff, try and get this guy.
Sorry, just to verify, do we all take that damage?
Yeah, like all three of you take half of the D8 plus 4,
Okay.
so you'll take 4 points of damage, but none of you get knocked prone, thankfully. So,
Cool.
13 will not hit, unfortunately.
So at times I'll just go over the Brewers thing or Brawler thing.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
Bonk.
hell. Just getting really angry and you're letting your inner bar
Like,
all around.
like go back with a fucking mug, like bonk.
He's
that
looking
will
real
happen.
rough. He's almost down.
Do you know what? Fuck it, I'll just use my last key point and I'll do another attack. Come on, fucking get him. Oh,
Sadly, no.
I'm gonna use luck to reroll that.
Do it.
Fucking get down, bitch.
Yeah, fucking hit him again. Oh my god. He's got 2 hit points left.
You son of a bitch, just die.
He's just
Go to
like,
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
he's like punch drunk on his feet, just like, I will not go down like this.
Baseball at Stan Marsh. I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah.
Vert.
All right. I think this is right.
Big boy came at you with his chain.
Yep. So I'm going to let go of the rifle and pull out the pistols. 'Cause I
Oh,
love me
right.
the pistols. I'm going to sharpshooter both of them.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's -5 to the number rolled, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one misses, but the second one hits.
Cool. That is 22 damage to him.
Takes a big chunk out of him with your pistol.
I just want to like blast his ear off or something.
Yeah, no, like you fucking just like you bring the guns up, you fire, he kind of like weaves to one side, misses the first one, the second shot
Oh,
you like
wait.
catch him in the side.
Plus 6.
And then another 6. So yeah, you catch him in the side of the head. There's like blood like coming down from his scalp, like there's a chunk of his ear gone. He's just like laughing uproariously, just like yes, yes.
That was my action and bonus action, and then I'm going to weave around him for
To try to-
Ray
Okay, cool. Lucina.
or Lucina, whoever.
Psycho man with a chain.
Alright. So, Psycho Man with the chain has pissed me off, and I want to know where my child is. So if you will let me have advantage on an intimidation check, I would like to grab him
Okay.
by the shoulders and use Word of Radiance, which has a divine word that you have to say for the spell, and my divine word's going to be fuck. So I'm going to grab him by the shoulders and say, "Where the fuck is my child?"
Perfect.
Amazing.
The one word Mom will never say unless she needs to.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I fucking love it.
Can I have advantage on the intimidation?
Yeah, I'm checking his constitution against the word of radiance. Okay, yeah, give me the intimidation check.
Oh, my intimidation is so bad.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing: he still has to make like a. I'm gonna have him make a wisdom save to try to resist you.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you grab him, you shake him. The word of radiance doesn't really seem to hurt him any, but like the inflection in your voice, like your desire to like find your air quotes child. He's just like, she's upstairs in the office.
Alright, I'm going to shove him back then and continue moving. And I will move up to this guy.
Yeah, and you know what? He does not even take the opportunity attack as you walk past. He's just like, holy
Fuck that.
shit.
Alright,
Oh,
that's it for me.
this guy, on the other hand, that you just walked up to, is the next person in initiative order, and he sees you coming towards him, and he thinks that you're coming to kill him. So he drops his crossbow on the ground and pulls out his scimitar and tries to swing at you, but I'm gonna give him disadvantage. And a 5 is not gonna hit.
Assume he's shaking too much.
Right, he's just like, what is even happening?
Audible
Ray?
angry mom stare.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just got that mom glare on his face, man. He's just like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it.
I'm gonna use hope to try and fuck him up. And knock him
Move
out.
on up. Move on up.
What is hope?
It's his sword.
It's a
Oh.
long sword. Did I set this up properly?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I assume you're going to move into that square right behind him, right?
I'm gonna use that inspiration I've got.
You have advantage because I'm
Yeah,
flanking him with
if you move into this square, you have advantage already because of flanking.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's why I moved around him for you.
No, you have to be able to draw a line through the square. Oops.
Right here, brother. Right here.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
Yeah.
So like so.
Okay, let me roll again.
Yep.
That's better.
The 15 actually will hit him, so you can go ahead and click that damage.
Oh.
Not a lot, but I mean you hurt him, and he's just like, "Ow, quit it!"
Just whisper in his ear, this is what you get for playing with God.
Stabs him with a fork.
Let's see here. He sees 2 valid targets. I'm gonna roll a 1d2. Vert is 2. Vert it is.
Bring it, bitch.
You're you.
next.
Shot comes from down here. 14 doesn't hit, I don't think.
It does.
Oh, it does. Okay, so
It
take
does.
5 points of piercing damage.
Yes, poor Virt only has an AC of 13.
We'll have to figure out how to fix that for you at some point. All right. So the
Wait,
Dragon Cult
am I-
leader. What
Am I wearing armor?
are you?
Probably should be.
I do. I have leather armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you had leather armor.
What is what is leather armor? Leather armor.
It might not have calculated your AC correctly.
Leather armor.
I swear I was the one with the lowest.
AC of 11
+2.
plus 2.
Hang on.
Why plus 2?
Because you're 13, so you're getting a +2 from somewhere.
Oh, I should be getting a plus 3 from my dex.
It depends if it's got like a max on the armor
I don't-
thing for a modifier.
Is it equipped?
Hang on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mess with your character sheet for a second.
Okay. I mean, even if I do get a +1, he still hits me anyway because it's a 14.
Yeah. But I want it to be like right. Obviously. Okay, I'm deleting your leather armor, and then I'm gonna drag it out from the compendium.
Okay.
Sorry for the noise. My chicken
You're
coop
fine.
was finished.
It's whatever.
That's some good shit.
AC is not incorrect. Okay, yeah, your AC is 14 now. I fixed it.
Okay.
I fix.
Okay.
But yeah, he still does hit you, but at least now we know that your AC is right.
Yeah.
And yeah, 5 points of damage from him. So back to the top of the stairs, we've got our dear dragon cult leader who is just continuing to swear at the halfling. I know an 18 hits you.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So take 5 points of slashing damage and 9 more points of fire damage.
Whew.
Oof.
We got 14 all in. 10, 9. Fuck.
And then he's gonna try to swing at you again. And a 9 does not hit you.
Thank God. Like,
Siani, now that I have you in the right place in the initiative order,
Yay.
he's got very few hit points left, but he is just flame blading the shit out of Bosingbaw.
I guess I'm going to try this and apparently miss again.
Unfortunately, you'll miss.
Can I use my inspiration to reroll that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Try one more time. Oh,
Hey.
That will hit.
that'll fucking hit.
Thanks for the reminder. I need to put my inspiration back.
And right. That is enough to. What does this look like as you exhaust him of hit points?
are we aiming to knock people out or kill them here? I'm not sure which.
That's up to you. I mean, like, I guess if you want to discuss that as a group real quick, by all means, like, because that would theoretically inform what Avisa's doing.
Well, I mean, like, my thoughts were trying.
Because we knocked out the guys in the first place, so I thought we were going for no kills here.
I mean, we'll probably need some answers off them, like who the fuck they are, why they kidnapped the child.
So I guess it'd be something like she's either gonna try and grab him or slam him into something with the whip, like make him hit his head. Or I'm not sure how that would work.
Okay, so like I am imagining like as far as like it's like this really long like demonic tail that can kind of like expand and contract in length. And like you have basically like full like prehensile motor control over it, which is why you can use it as a whip. So what I'm thinking is maybe you kind of like hunch forward like a Coeral does in like Final Fantasy, and you like just wrap your tail around his throat and just like choke him out.
Yeah, I was thinking either that, or either tail around the neck to asphyxiate, or just to wrap it around his neck and then slap him into the railing or something.
And then slam him into the
railing, into the railing, into the wall, into the roof, back to the floor.
blah, blah, blah. And then he's just like unconscious, right? Just like down from probably the most upsetting like whip interaction he's had in his entire life.
Puny god.
Well, yeah, so he is out for the count. Would you like to move or do anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna take a step closer to the other guy and just sort of snarl at them.
Oh my god, these poor men. I mean, well, they're bad guys. Who cares?
I guess he's trying to
They might
intimidate or
not be
whatever.
bad guys. They might be morally okay guys, but no.
Sure. Give me an intimidation check. See how they feel.
Okay. Other sheet.
Oh.
My rolls today, I swear.
Everyone's rules today.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I get for saying, "Oh man, rules are on point."
The guy, this gentleman down here, responds to your attempts at intimidation with a crossbow bolt.
Oof.
Does an 11 hit the Panther's armor class? I highly doubt it.
No, it does not.
Okay, so it goes wide. Big thuggin down here. He is gonna turn and look at you, Ray, and he's going to be like, "Do you mind? I'm busy with this demon."
But sir, no.
Does a 12 hit your armor class? Probably not. In fact, I know it doesn't.
Nope.
You're very lucky.
I'll just turn. I'll just respond to him saying, "You can't hurt me. I am the herald of the beast."
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so he flips around and like the chain comes down in this wide arc that like hits the floor and tears up floorboards and cracks the stone underneath the floor. And he's just like, "Herald my ass." And then let's see here. We got one more guy up here who's going to drop his crossbow, and he will approach the Panther and attempt to scimitar you. And I will roll very badly, and nothing of consequence will happen. Bo Sing Ba.
Yay,
If I use
dodgy
that
cat.
Brawler's Mug, is that a bonus action to use it to heal?
I think I intended it for it to be your action, because you'd have to like fill the mug, right, and then like drink it.
Yeah.
So
I'll do that then. I'll just use my action to heal. Is that 44? 44 plus 4, I think it
yep,
was.
4d4 plus 4.
So 14 back. So it's
Hey,
23.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
once per day.
Yeah. That's my
Free
use
greater healing potion.
And then I guess I'll just like shimmy over here.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, from somewhere beyond this wall that you're next to, you can hear the sound of someone pounding on the door, being like, "Hey, let me out! Hey!"
Could I use my bonus action to get an unarmed strike on this guy?
Sure, why not?
Attack. Right, go. Fuck it.
Yep, that'll hit. Leave him with 1.
Oh, we don't have advantage because we're flanking him technically.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to fish for a crit, I guess.
No, fuck it.
No,
Worth a shot.
Leave him with 1. Vert.
Shouldn't you be paying attention to me? And we're gonna fire again twice at him. Not sharpshooter.
Okay, well, the second one hits. And then you got a... Yeah.
So 14 plus 1. Ugh.
So what, 15 total?
15 total.
I mean, he's not in great shape. he's running down the clock over there.
Kidney shots.
Lucina. This man's tried to stab you with a scimitar.
Yeah, I'm looking at my spells real quick. Hold on.
You know what you need?
What?
Shalulu.
If only everyone could get Chilly Willy.
Mm-hmm.
I
The dream.
don't
druid.
have Shillelagh on my cantrip
I,
list.
I don't think druids can get it. I think it's a cleric thing.
Or no, only
Other
druids.
Other
way
way
would get it.
round,
Right.
I thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, other
I
way
think
around. My
only
B.
only druids and
She's
rangers,
a druid in our other game.
only
Oh.
druids and rangers who take the druidic warrior fighting style can get it.
Alright, I guess I
Avoid
will
bullshit.
firebolt him then.
Firebolt.
Man, I am rolling like crap on attacks now.
12 is
Bad
exactly
luck.
his armor class, though. Because the cultists are not good for armor.
Just like Veer.
You leave him with 1.
And I will just step forward and get race and say, stand.
You're giving him the fucking back down, son. Yeah, give me another intimidation check.
Oh no!
Oh, man.
You try to tell him to stand down, but what he hears is stand down, sweetie. It's okay.
I mean, that really would be something she would do.
You're hurt. Oh, why don't you just go sit down?
He's going to answer your kindness with sword. But a 9 does not hit you. Ray,
Hellish rebuke him to death.
she already used her hellish rebuke
Ah,
during
Oh,
the
yeah,
during the
the
foot
day.
chase.
Well, I am going to. Since I pull my character sheet up again, this cat stops running in circles. There we go.
Circle cat.
Stomach
cat.
roll. I'm going to use the longsword again, with advantage to be safe.
Do
Yep.
it. Yeah, that'll hit.
Hey.
He is very close to down.
just kidding. You should have been afraid of him more.
This cultist is gonna equal opportunity fire his
Oh,
crossbow at Ray.
Hold on. Ray
Oh.
still has a bonus action.
Oh. Were you going to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I was going to give Viert bardic inspiration.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
You give Vert Bardic Inspiration. The next person in the initiative order who I already rolled their attack for rolls a crit.
Oh
Fun.
boy. This
Please.
is bad.
Ray, please take 14 points of damage.
Awesome.
Oof.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. You get clipped in the side with a real good crossbow shot. The dragon cult leader is down, so Siani Panther. This man came at you with a sword.
And she will come back at him with a claw.
And you do have advantage, so. Because Bo is flanking with you.
Hey.
Yep, that'll hit. That'll take him down. And then any movement you would like to make, or
Yes. She's going to head on towards the other person there in the balcony. Probably kick the cultist leader in the head before she sets off.
Nice.
The
you do
back
that
paw.
thing where cats like bury their poop, just like
Yep.
scraping your back feet, and then like.
That's it, bury that piece of shit.
Then I'll go however far I can go.
Yeah, you can
I'd
definitely
assume
like you got
probably
50
about-
feet of move. Like you can make it
You can get to there.
pretty
yeah.
far actually.
Yep. Okay.
You run past this little like crane rig that's going on. This guy's just like freaking out, like crossbow shaking in his hands, like takes another shot at you. A 19 hits, but he only does 3 points of damage to your panther form.
Ooh, okay.
And then I got a check for recharge on the Dragon Cult thugs. Chain smash ability. It does not. So he's just gonna try to fist Vert, I guess.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bring it, baby.
14 hits.
Yep.
10 points of bludgeoning damage as he just
boy.
United States
Ooh.
of smashes right into your face.
United States
Of the smash!
Yup. Okay, that guy's out of the order. So yeah, we're back up to Bosingbaugh up top. There's two guys that are still up. Well, there's two guys and the big guy that are still up downstairs, and then there's the one that's been shooting at Siani.
Is this the door here? Can I like try to open it?
That is the door there, yes. Let me grab the dynamic lighting layer. I gotta zoom in. It's not letting me grab the door. So that opens into a little room.
I'm guessing Rhea's in here. Like,
somewhere in here. Like this appears to be like a small like entry room. There is another door. It's kind of like there's this one that leads out, and then there's another one over here.
right, so let me just check this before I go on. So that goes there. 15, 25, 30. So I'll go up and move that, open that door as well.
Grab this door as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that opens into what appears to be a meeting room with a bunch of like bedrolls and like traveling gear that's just been like heaped on top of the table here. And then you can hear from this door in particular, you hear like someone, like you can definitely tell it's Rhea now, pounding on the door, just being like, "Let me out of here, you fucking," just like.
That's all I can move this turn. I mean, I guess I could dash and use my action to dash and go over here.
Yeah.
And I guess the door's locked, though. I can open it this turn.
Yeah, the door is locked. It takes like an action to make a thieves' tools check. But yeah, you get up to the door. You can definitely tell it's her. She's pounding on the door. She's like, "As soon as I get out of here, I am going to kill all of you."
And I just tell her like, "Whoa, Rhea, calm down. Like, we're here to save you. God damn it."
She's like, "Wait, Bo, is that you?"
Yeah, it's fucking me. God damn.
Oh, thank the maker.
Thank Time Order. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll talk about religion later, Bo. Vert, you're looking pretty rough down there.
I am. I want to do the whole Toto stops his fist before my head hits the ground thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take 2 shots, both sharpshooter. First one's at him. Second one's at his dude. And I will inspiration that.
All right. So.
Oh, it won't matter.
Do you have like DM inspiration?
I
Because
do.
I do allow
do.
rerolls on
I
that
do.
first
I
one
am
if you
gonna-
wanted. Okay.
There
So
we
yeah.
go.
Then yeah, you're doing that falling backwards thing. You shoot this
Yeah.
guy. You shoot
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah. Kidney shots on
Man,
both.
this really is
Here-
a John Woo movie.
There is no way with sharpshooter damage that you don't take both of them down. Now with
and then
Vert,
just
I don't presume Vert is actually trying to keep these people alive, though, is he?
I mean, kidney shots. You know,
I mean, that's a real bad bleeder of a wound, man.
it is.
They'll
They'll
die.
probably
They'll die
die,
slowly.
but not immediately. So it's kind of if they die thing. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
Lucina did say we shouldn't kill them, but she didn't say we couldn't kill them.
It
So
does
Okay,
say
well-
stealth optional.
Fine. Then this guy, and I assume this was the other one that you were shooting.
yeah, the guy in
down
the
here.
south.
Yeah. That they are down and making death saves is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Like they're not dead, but they might be dead soon.
And then I'll just do like the whole Toto stand up and go, bad luck. You fighting us today.
Fuck's sake. Lucina,
Well, guess I should probably keep Virt alive. Let's see. I'll
I mean,
use my.
I was gonna say as a grave cleric, if you wait until he goes down, he
Yeah,
actually
you're
gets
act-
more healing.
Yeah, like you could stabilize these two if you wanted, if you were really concerned about me killing them.
I am not at the moment because I don't know that Rhea has been found.
That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
So I am going to Healing Word Virt.
All right.
I'll take it.
Bonus action. So for my action, I will. You know what? We're gonna risk it. We're gonna toll the dead, the dude right in front of me.
Give him the toll. All right. He is. Oh, that's not the right one. This is the right one. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
He fails, and no matter what you roll, he's going down because he had 1 hit point left. So
Oh.
he is down and out at the dolorous sounds of Kalimvor's bell.
Well, he kind of deserved that, so I'm just going to gingerly step over his body.
And just imagine her like lifting her petticoats and just like walking across his face.
Yep, pretty much. And I will move towards the stairs, and that's as far as I can go, so that's it for me.
All right. My good man, Ray, it looks like everyone around you is down. Some of them are bleeding out.
I don't have any medical shit.
It's an action to stabilize a creature,
Okay.
right?
I believe you still have to make a medicine check.
Oh, do you?
I think we do, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
My medicine is garbage.
Go make it
You
worse.
can use your action to administer first aid to an unconscious creature and attempt to stabilize them. This is a successful DC 10 Wisdom Medicine check. So it's not a very high check.
Fuck it. I'll try it.
Roll a
Why
1 and
not?
make it worse.
I can only make it worse after all.
Oh no.
Well, guess I'll be saying a prayer for him later.
I mean, it doesn't add a failed death save. It just doesn't help him any.
I'll shout to Lucina, get down here quick! As soon as you're done. Don't think I can do this on my own.
Well, if he dies, he dies.
Oh! Oh yeah, baby!
Wow.
Wow.
He's down a death save. He did, or no, actually he's up. He's up 1 actually. I take that back.
That's a success.
Siani
Okay, so is this guy up here the only one remaining?
is the only one you can see.
Okay. I guess it's gonna be the Pounce and Claw.
Our Lady of Fuck Around and Find Out. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh my
for
god, hon,
sure.
this is the perfect time to say the thing. The line.
I don't
And then-
remember the line.
He strength saving throws against your Pounce, and he manages to keep his feet, but he does take an amount of damage.
Okay.
And then he's like the only one left, so yeah, he's gonna drop his crossbow and try to scimitar you because Oh my god, terrifying cat. He fucking misses. That's his turn. Big dragon cult thug boy. He's up 1. And then yeah, we're back to Baw.
So these tools and try to open the door.
Yep.
That'll fucking do it.
Yeah, you very easily
definitely.
just like flip the latch, like manipulate the lock. The door comes open. Let me grab Rhea's token and move it to the token layer and give her her sight back. And yeah, she's just been like shoved into this tiny side room. She's like, "Oh God, thank you." You know, like I thought they were gonna kill me. You haven't seen my gear, have you?
No, we can have a look in here, but you might want to go and check in with Lucina. She seemed pretty angry about you going missing.
She's like, oh, right. I guess she would. And she's gonna like walk out of the room, and like as she's going here, Lucina, okay, everything's fine. She's wearing like the arming clothes that she would be wearing under her armor right now. Like they have apparently, like in the time it took for Ray and Vert to show up, they stripped her out of her armor and took all of her weapons and stuff from her. So she's just kind of like, you know, not scandalously clothed, but like not clothed like you would normally expect.
Down
And
to her
just like that-
undergarments.
And just like that, the anger melts away from Lucina's face. Oh good, I'm so glad you're okay, dear.
And then I'm just gonna stay in here and like have a look about, see if there's any food, drink.
Sure. There's that table in the middle with the chairs around it. There's definitely like the trail rations and like water skins and stuff of like a group of people who've been on the road for quite some time and have like just kind of left their kit there. So yeah, you can pick through it and find like some nuts and fruit and like probably like a wine skin or something.
Yeah, so when you
So-
come back in the room, I'm just going to be sitting feet up on the table, eating some nuts and drinking some wine at my mug.
There's one target left in the room. He's up on the upper balcony, Vert. What are you gonna do?
What do you think I'm gonna? Can I see him?
I. So here's the thing. Let me grab your token, and I'm gonna move it in such a way that you can kind of see what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
You are basically right here.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I just need to take a couple steps back and pick
Yeah.
up my rifle
And
and
my rifle, this is my gun.
and take a little aim, not sharpshooter.
The rifle betrays you.
The rifle betrayed me.
Unfortunate. Lucina, before you take your turn, please mark yourself some advantage for being the most motherly character in a D&D game featuring murder hobos.
Well, thank you. Well, I don't really need advantage right now because I'm just gonna come
Or
back
yeah,
and
I guess mark
and-
inspiration, I should say. You have it
Okay.
for whenever you need it.
okay.
These
I'm
two
going
guys are
to-
bleeding out on the floor.
How bad is the guy that I stepped over?
Just unconscious.
I assumed you just made him unconscious because you used
Okay.
like you used Kellamverite magic on him, but you don't seem to have killing intent. So I'm just kind of letting it be like you sonically stunned the shit out of him.
Okay. Then I will come back over to this guy and I will use Spare the Dying on him by just kicking the side of his head.
Okay, cool. So he is fine and dandy, and
You gotta
not
say the
bleeding
thing!
out.
No, it doesn't really apply because I just showed mercy, hon.
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right, Ray.
Sorry. So Vert was able to see the guy from there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I see him from here?
Yeah. Again, I'll just like, you're basically standing here.
Hang on, hang on. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'll put you back. What I should have done is copied your all's token so you could see where you were in both maps simultaneously, but I didn't want. I don't know. It seemed like extra work.
It's fair.
3-dimensional fights are hard.
Can I use?
You can short bow him. If you have a ranged spell, you could do that.
No, I was looking
Like-
at his health. He's still got quite a bit of health.
He's like,
He's got half of
Shoot.
8.
yeah, he's like 2/3 full or so.
I'll do the short bow just to.
Yeah. That'll hit him. That is actually the magic number.
Fuck.
Boing.
He
I
had
was
he had
debating-
6 hit points left.
I was debating using vicious mockery to shout at him, depending on how much he had left. See
Yeah.
if he could get him to fall over the banister.
So yeah, the arrow comes whipping up through like the banister and like hits him in the side or whatever, and he just kind of like slumps down in a heap on the ground in front of you, Siani. And
What, she'll just sort of look at him and sniff in disdain and then pad off.
right, and he was the last like enemy like active in the warehouse. So you now have control of the environs. Bo Sing Ba has apparently found himself a snack and a wineskin to drink. Like Rhea's just like, I'm okay, everybody. Thanks for looking out for me. I need to find my gear.
So, like, Buzz just taking a short rest in here. Can I like go ahead and roll a hit dice or something?
Absolutely.
I will stabilize anybody who is bleeding out or anything like that with Spare the Dying.
All right.
I
Take
guess
care of
at
that
this
guy.
point, Cyane can shift back to normal.
All right. Get you your.
Oh my god. Does my halfling look walking hit dice
And
rolls?
0 as well.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll let it work on that. I
There's
don't care.
something I have for short rest as well. You can roll.
An extra D6, I think, because you're.
Just double checking again.
I'll put
So
you back
go
in your
for it.
regular Siani token there.
Yeah.
If anyone hears me performing, you regain hit points by an extra 1d6 hit points you get, yeah. So I'll just sit here and play with hope a little bit, just tapping, taking a little break, having a breather. I'll roll a hit die as well, which is what's a 1d8. No, just hit die.
Yeah, you can click on the word hit die on your.
Do I get the
Oh, no,
1d6 as
not
well, or is it
worse.
just?
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't.
I am pretty healthy. I think I'm not gonna bother.
That's good enough for me. And then everyone exhausted their 10 hit points anyway, right?
Yeah. Alright, so
I didn't.
I've got
I
a
don't
key
think.
I mean, that's also not temp hit points. That thing increases your maximum
Oh.
hit points
Oh, I'll go
by
back to
5
32 then.
for 8 hours.
Well, I'll get back to 32 then. I'm still like 3 short, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So after having a short rest and like enjoying a little snack and some wine, I'll go and like properly search this room.
So
Yeah, that-
while,
that-
while this is going on, we've all just sort of picked everyone up, stabilized people who were not stable, and just tied them up in a corner.
That seems logical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
that-
shifting back, Cyane is gonna ask Rhea if she's okay.
That other room there. Okay, one thing at a time. So, Bo, you go into that room. That other room appears to be like an office for like the manager of this warehouse. There is like a bunch of like papers and like just like desk like stuff that a manager would have sitting on the desk, but there is like in the corner, thrown in a heap, is Rhea's armor and her weapons and her shield.
Right, I'll pick them up and give them back to Rhea then.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Is there
she'll
anything else I can look through?
I mean, if you wanna give me like a perception check. All right, yeah, I mean, it seems like just office stuff. Like, it doesn't seem to be like culty or like it seems like it's all the like, you know, it's a manifesto of like the
Manifest
stuff
and
that's
stuff, yeah.
being like stored here. Nothing outrageous. Actually, you know what? You've seen it before, so I will give you this on an 11. You find like a little box that looks very familiar. It looks like the box of paper birds that you got off of like the assassin, like way back when, you know, like you can
Tilly, or whatever her name was.
yeah, and and it's mostly empty. There's only 2 sheets of paper left in it, but it's the same kind of like
Paper.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go and give that to my mum then. I'll give Rhea her armor back and shit.
Yeah, and you give Rhea her equipment back, and she's gonna go like, she's gonna be like, "Pardon me, I'm gonna go like somewhere private and change or whatever," right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not that she's gonna take like she's just being very shy for some reason.
Yeah.
And then what were you saying, Siani?
I was going to ask Ray if she was okay.
Oh yeah, no, she like yeah. So while Baw's like looking around, she's just like, yeah, I mean, he knocked me out and drug me back here, and when I woke, I heard them saying something about how they captured a cultist or something, and they were going to question me, and then you guys showed up. So I guess right place, right time.
We were close on your heels the entire time, but they thought you were a cultist, I'm assuming from your robe.
Wait, Rhea, did you put on a cultist robe to stake out a cultist hideout?
And she kind of like makes this like sheepish expression and looks down at the floor, and she's like, "Well, I thought maybe they wouldn't notice me if I did."
Facepalm.
Lucina shows up and is clicking her tongue as she hands Rhea a hot cup of tea from the magical tea set.
I
And
think
she's
we have ourselves a classic case of misunderstanding.
Yeah.
We're going to need some answers as to why they are now going after cultists.
yeah, I don't know what. I didn't hear anything about what they were doing, but apparently they really have a bone to pick with these cultists.
We might have been on the same side.
Good thing we
We
didn't kill
didn't
any
kill
of them then.
Maybe, yeah. And then Bo, you show up with her gear, and she's just like, "Oh, thank you," and she like hands the teacup back to you, Lucina, and she's like, "You understand? I need to," and she like walks back into the office or whatever to like put her equipment back on, which is gonna take her like 10 minutes because putting on heavy armor is like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, like, are the rest of you like? Obviously some of you are like tying up and like moving the bodies around. Are the rest of you just like searching the warehouse in general, or like what's the vibe for the rest of you look like?
God, low-key, I kind of want to yoink the cult leader's fucking dragon scale cloak.
I mean,
I was thinking the same thing.
for sure.
Listen, Mom, you don't let us steal things. You're not allowed to steal things.
Okay, you steal shit from dead bodies. This guy is still alive.
Alright, so is that
There's
what we're
the
drawing line?
loophole.
Right,
And this
okay,
is
cool.
purely for
I'm
the
fucking yoinking his
inconvenience
fucking
here.
sword then. I'm yoinking his fucking sword
Also,
then.
also, are you not very? You're not that materialistic anyway.
No,
Yes,
I'm
but
not.
she
But
doesn't-
that cloak is cool
I'm
as
not,
shit.
but I saw that thing. That could be useful, so.
But she doesn't care because they're not dead.
Yeah.
They kidnapped her child and they're not dead, so it's free game.
Yeah, is that sword a long sword or a short sword? The one that was
It
like
is
flaming?
okay. So I will spoil this for you a little bit. The sword isn't magic.
Oh.
The flame effect that he was doing like is like some of the magic that he has been granted as part of the cult of the dragon. It is, however, it is a short sword that is like made from dragon bone, and the hilt is wrapped in dragon leather.
That sounds fucking awesome, man. I want that. Yoink.
So yeah, you can put like dragon bone short sword or whatever on your character sheet if you want. As for the cloak itself, it does have magical properties. You can attempt an Arcana check to identify what they do. And I don't know, are you gonna go through the rest of his bag while you're at it?
Might as
Yeah.
well.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
mean, he's tied up in a corner. What the fuck's he gonna do about it?
right, and unconscious. So
Ooh.
the let me double check I think that's enough to like learn some of the effects of the item, but not all of them. With a 15, you can guess the rough properties of the item and may attempt to use it. Okay, so I will tell you again, the flight aspect is something that he can do, not something that the cloak can do. The cloak,
Okay.
however, does provide, or rather, I should say, it seems like it would provide additional armor and resistance to fire.
Yes, please.
So you will have to attune it during a short rest, which I guess you could do now while you're messing around in the warehouse. But attuned, the cloak would provide a +1 bonus to armor class and resistance to fire.
Yay.
And then in his bag, like, you don't find any gold or anything. You find 2 more of these like small orange marbles that are like very carefully packed in such a way as to not be able to like be jostled or broken. It's the thing that he threw at Lucina early on in the chase. What that is it is I'll put it in the loot channel. They are 2 orbs of dragon's breath. Ranged attack, 50 feet, 5d6 fire damage.
That's pretty ballin'.
And then he also has a handout. Let me show to players. So there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Fuck yes! Also, these guys are bad anyway, so it's all good. Listen. Listen. Tiamat's evil, alright?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're evil.
No, but like, Tiamat's like,
Destroy the
evil,
world, people.
evil.
Like
Yes.
extra evil.
Yeah. Virt's like, don't help this bleeding out dude evil.
To be honest, like, I'm gonna take his shit because I have no sympathy for this motherfucker. you know?
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
Tiamat's like, I'm gonna swallow the sun evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're Flame Princess and Tiamat is Flame King.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I am Marceline. Tiamat is Abaddon.
Yeah. And
Or
and
Alistair,
so
whatever his name is.
And so, yeah, very obviously, like these members of Tiamat's cult have been sent here to like reclaim stolen treasures that were taken from them
Yes.
by Zariel's cultists. So that's a thing.
Dun,
What's
dun, dun.
everybody else doing?
I'll just root about the warehouse and see what's
Yeah.
happening.
Run about
Putting the
poking about the
cloak on.
warehouse.
Nosy.
Okay, those of you who are just searching the warehouse in general, please give me perception checks.
Fuck.
Well, it is Ray who finds it then on
We
the
can
ground
only
floor.
assume with these rolls, it was up on a high shelf.
Oh,
Back
you.
here,
Mom
in
says
the-
no.
you find a secret door.
Oh.
Oh,
Mom
shit.
says no though.
They're not dead. It's fine.
No. No, Mom finds it, not Ray. I got a nat 20 on
Oh.
perception.
Oh, right. Fuck.
Mom does find the secret door then. And through this secret door, there is a treasure chest.
Oh, damn.
And inside this treasure chest, which, for the record, it appears to be bound in like a similar form of leather to the leather that's on the hilt of like the dragonbone short sword. And then like banded in like heavy black iron. I'm just going to assume that you got the key to the chest off of the cult leader. I forgot that he was carrying the key for this. You open it, and inside you find 38 gold pieces, 152 silver pieces, and 704 copper pieces, sorted into 88 stacks of exactly 8 copper pieces each. um,
Oh god, I need those numbers again so we can split up between the party.
I'm putting it in the loot channel.
Okay, thank you.
You also find a sack of assorted low-value gems worth 120 gold pieces total. Several dragon-themed talismans and amulets carved from bone, soapstone, or ivory. Most are probably worthless, but 4 have a very unique flair to them, and these are worth 50, 60, 70, and 100 gold pieces respectively to a buyer. You find a silver ring set with a single large blue stone over which is laid a silhouette made from silver of a dragon in flight, which is worth 150 gold pieces. Garish gold earrings decorated with actual dragon claws. 20 gold pieces for the set. A bluish crystal vial sealed with green wax. The container looks as though it is empty, but holding or shaking it indicates that it must contain some form of liquid. A crystal bottle with a dragon bone stopper containing a dense purple liquid with an ovoid cloud of pink floating in it. And a fine-looking scroll case detailed in draconic runes with multicolored dragon scales, and the stoppers at each end are made from dragon's tooth. And there is a
Alright.
scroll inside the scroll case.
So for each person, that's 7 gold pieces.
Hang on. 7 golds.
Yep. 30 silver
Mm-hmm.
and 140 copper.
And the most important thing in the chest, before I forget. A 2-foot-tall statuette of a black dragon made from actual black dragon scales and claws with ruby eyes and diamond teeth. It is perched atop a heap of treasure consisting of actual gold and gems. Its value to a collector is 4,800 gold pieces and weighs 20 pounds.
How much
Hell yeah.
How much copper was
Ooh.
that each again?
140 copper.
140 copper, right, sweet.
Well, I will bring everything out so that we can divvy things up between people and just claim what you want in the loot channel, I guess.
Seeing as I'm great with vials of things that I really shouldn't be doing stuff with, I think I'll take the crystal bottle.
Somehow I knew you were gonna take that. I'm surprised you didn't take the other one too.
No. I was thinking I might take one of those Dragon's Breath scrolls, but I'll leave it to. I might actually leave it to other people.
I'll take the other one.
So yes, if you would like to Arcana check at your potions.
Oh boy. Around of it seems to be some kind of magic. Yep.
Yes, the glass here is made of glass.
There's definitely a magical liquid inside the bottle that you cannot see. And for Ray, there is definitely a magical liquid inside the bottle, but you're not sure exactly what it does.
Just out of curiosity and to keep the meme alive.
Oh.
Nope.
I don't even think it's magical.
So which one are you examining, Avisa?
The vial.
Boasting Boss or
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it is a potion of invisibility.
Oh fuck
Huh.
yes.
I'll examine Ray's then.
I mean,
I
like,
guess
we're
I'll let
probably better off
everyone
with
know
potion
what
of
it is.
invisibility.
Yeah, I'll give you this one as a gimme. Because 14 is close enough and other people have been looking at it, you might be able to put your heads together and figure it out. Ray's is actually a potion of mind reading.
Holy shit.
Perfect for the bard. Who
Yeah.
wants to know if he has a chance with the lady?
And then opening the scroll case, like, it's pretty obvious because you have a cleric in the party, she would be able to tell what it is. It is a scroll of protection.
Hang on, these aren't mind maggots.
Protection from energy?
No, just
Or
scroll,
protection.
scroll of protection.
Like, Vert, do you want this potion of invisibility?
I guess I
Unfairly.
should. Let's see.
I would
Scroll
give
of
the potion
protection.
of mind reading to Lucina, but unfortunately,
Roll-
she's mom. She's already a mind reader.
Roll a d100 for me.
Who?
Whoever wants to, just somebody. One person roll a d100.
And nobody rolls.
Guess that means me!
Nope.
Wait, what?
Aw.
This is one off a glory.
Hold on. Look at mine, though.
Oh,
Can we add mine to Hillary's to make 69? Because nice.
Sure.
nice.
It is a scroll of protection from fiends.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What would the one have been, just out of sheer curiosity?
Aberrations.
Oh.
And 39 is elementals.
I think we hit the
Lucked
jackpot
out.
on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, using an action to read the scroll encloses you in an invisible barrier that extends from you in a 5-foot radius in a 10-foot high cylinder. For 5 minutes, this barrier prevents any creature of the specified type from entering or affecting anything within inside the cylinder. So you can basically you can use that scroll of protection from fiends to make a bubble of, like, no devils may touch me.
That's pretty sweet.
I'll just give the potion of invisibility then.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Although I appreciate the sentiment, Mr. Barr, I'm quite good at being mostly invisible already. Perhaps it would serve you better.
That's a good
Thinking
point.
of all the times Bo's just walked into a goddamn room. Shit, maybe I will take it and just force feed it to him one time.
Just put it in a fucking, like, potion injector and just
Yeah.
stab him in the ass with it.
Fuck
It's like,
that,
now
I'll just
you're
pour-
invisible.
Just put it in a
I'll just
fucking
pour it in his
flask.
mug. I'll
Yeah,
just pour it in
a
his
fucking
mug.
flask.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking drink it.
Oh my god, that's funny. Alright, now let me do the other important thing towards the end of the session here. You took down 6 cultists. Plus the dragon cult leader.
Do we
Eh.
just want to do we just want to sell those talismans
Yeah.
with the gold? Same
Yeah.
thing with the ring. The ring isn't magical?
No, it's just a very nice looking ring.
Okay, so then do we
put
just
them in
want
the
to
party
sell
loot
all?
list. Put them in the party loot list.
Well, I was just gonna say
Put the
sell them and
gold
take the
in-
gold.
Just put the gold in the part of the list. We can just save ourselves it in the BS. Like
Yeah,
next time we stop off at him.
is that fair to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so-
leave the value in there then.
So that would be 50 plus 60 plus 70 plus 100 plus 150 plus 20 plus 120. That's 571 gold.
Yep. And then you've got that incredibly heavy and incredibly valuable statue.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
That-
all seems to be like stolen treasure from like a dragon's hoard or whatever.
The dragon statue I think we might want to keep. It's
Yeah.
strangely specific.
Strangely specific indeed.
So what I'm gonna do for this is, for this stuff, I'm going to put a little shield. Nope. I'm gonna put a little. Where is it? Let's put a little bag. All right, there we go.
Money time.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put a little bag icon on all these to show that.
You're just gonna sell those.
Yeah. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little bag. And this one gets a little bag. Cool.
All right. And then yes, each of you will gain.
Who took
Uh,
the orbs of Dragon's Breath?
All right.
I think you're the only arcane caster in the group.
Well, I mean they're thrown weapons.
Oh. Can I get one?
Yeah, monk then probably.
Yeah, they're basically
Oh, okay, I'll
they're
take both.
basically single target grenades.
Yeah, I'll take both of those fuckers then.
You know.
How do I add them to my sheet though? Like,
I'll do it up.
I may need help adding the cloak to my sheet too, if everyone's okay with me taking that.
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me. Cloak up. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll get your character sheet, and I just need to drag this item over.
I think mom should have the scroll as kind of a triage zone, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If somebody goes down and because Hun, you have an ability that lets you move like double dash to get to a down person, right?
I don't think so.
Let me rephrase that. I know you get it at some point. Do you have it yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hold on, let me check.
Because I know grave clerics get an ability at some point where if a creature is down, they can move like an additional 30 feet or 60 feet as a free action to get to them for the purposes of stabilization.
I'm gonna swap your sheet back to the front page for a second there, Siani.
Oh, okay.
I can do spare the dying at a range of 30 feet instead of touch.
Hold on, let me look it up.
I have added the Cloak of Draconic Protection Fire.
Yay.
And it should be now. Why you know? Oh, actually no. You have a -1, so yeah, that makes sense. I was like, why is your strength saving throw 0? Yeah, so basically it's just a cloak of protection that gives you +1 to your armor class and +1 to all your saving throws, and then also like has the added benefit of giving you fire resistance.
Awesome.
And then for Mr. Ball.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a feat.
There.
That's probably what you're thinking.
Thanking you,
It's-
sir.
Got that all set up for you now. Everybody that needs additions in that respect should be good to go. As I was trying to say a few moments ago, having defeated all of your foes and brought them low, you each gain 530 experience points.
130.
4,050.
Yes. Correct.
And then, obviously, since I'm still here, I didn't have anything else I meant to do today, but it is past the time where we normally call it, so
Yeah.
I think it is as good a time as any to leave off, and we can determine whether or not you're going to aggressively question the dragon cultists next time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Productive session.
No,
Yes.
it's not that either.
Yeah.
Even though all I did mostly was stand there screaming and pretending that Beard was the demon god of hell.
I mean,
Hey,
I thought
it worked though, didn't it? It worked though, didn't it?
Hey, man.
It did.
I didn't do that much either, but
I mean, I
It's
thought
not
it was,
about us individually. Together, we did a lot.
as a team you did quite well, and I thought it was pretty fun. Like actually, like trying out the chase rules and just like
I
fucking
mean,
around with that too. That shit was hilarious.
getting fucking hit by a brick in there.
Right? It's just like I looked
I
at the
fucking
table
love
and I
it.
was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me."
It wasn't perfect, man.